Welcome to the Geek Home World Podcast. I am your host, Ed, aka The Savage Tech Man. We talk film, TV, and tech, all from a geek perspective. You can find us on X, Instagram, Facebook, and you can subscribe and follow on YouTube at Geek Home World. Don't forget to subscribe wherever you get your podcasts. Be a part of the Geek Home World. Hello, everyone. I had some technical difficulties there. We're finally getting back on the air. It's been rough. It's been a rough week. How's your week been? If you live in the southeast of the United States, if you live in, especially in North Carolina, South Carolina, Georgia, and Florida, because we forget a little bit. Florida took a direct impact. A lot of us actually did. Direct and somewhat indirect. And this is just a special stream. Everyone's welcome here. We're talking, this is Geek Home World Podcast. I'm your host, Ed, and just figured we'd get together here and talk about some experiences, what we've gone through with the hurricane so far. So this is our Hurricane Helene aftermath live stream here. As I said, I was having some technical difficulties, and we'll talk about that in a second and everything else. And hopefully some people, this is an unannounced stream, so hopefully some people will show up in the stream here. Some people will be watching and hopefully interact. I'm doing a little bit different setup here on things, but let me just get the preliminary stuff out of the way. I would say pay the bills, but there's no bills to pay. So please, it means a lot if you'd subscribe to Geek Home World at youtube.com/@geekhomeworld4248. That's youtube.com/@geekhomeworld4248. I think at the recording of this, we're up to 74 subs. And yeah, I know it doesn't sound like a lot, but for a podcast, it's been around in the YouTube channel, which I'm really trying to grow our YouTube presence. It means a lot for every thumbs up, every like on a video or live stream. Any content we put here on the channel, we have a lot of stuff. We talk film, TV, and tech. And so if that's something that's up your alley, then you might enjoy some of the stuff we're doing here. Sometimes we'll play some games and stream those, and I hope to do more of that. Sometimes we just get together and chat and see how we're doing and see what's going on. Yeah, I didn't get to promote this that much in this live stream, so this could literally be me talking to a camera, talking to you guys and gals out there that'll watch this. Maybe if you're not in the live stream, you'll watch this a little bit later. Gonna adjust my lighting a little bit. It's a little strong on the eyes there. So please like, share, subscribe, ding that bell. I'm getting used to using my touch screen on my laptop here. It's my whole interface, which, you never get to see behind the scenes. And I love, if you're like me, I love behind the scenes of like what's going on, the tech side of things. And if you could see my setup, I think my USB 3.0 hub that I have, like everything going into, I feel like I must have an issue with that, or it's some driver issue because I have to plug my Rodecaster Pro in directly into my laptop via one of my USB outlets there, or whatever you call it, inputs. And then the camera right here I'm using, this is a better camera, or probably as good as the camera that comes in this laptop that I have. And that being said, the interface on it, sometimes it's weird. You're not really supposed to plug. It's a Logitech cam. I've had it a few years, and it's really good. And I think it gives a really good picture, probably a little bit more widescreen than what I previously had. But what's built into the laptop, I've been doing in a lot of my recent streams. But recently, I think that hub is must be going bad or something's going wrong with it because it's not doing it. It's not recognizing the drivers. And when I put the Rodecaster Pro into the mix of it all, it's not showing that. And so I'm not sure if anybody's come in the comments here, showed up. If you're here in the chat or whatever, it's hard for me to see on here. So if you show up in a chat and if you just want to say hi or whatever, I should be able to see you. But if I don't, please say something, and then that'll alert me that you're here and you're watching and you're listening. And I'm just going to do a little test here and see if any comments show up. Okay. Alrighty. So yeah, if you're here, please let me know. Just say something in the comments or whatever, and then I'll know that you're watching and you are interacting. This is, and it'll help me figure out if this is working. I think everything is working. I've got like my phone to the left of me on the tech side of things. The phone is over here, and it looks like it's working. It seems to stream's going out. Everything looks like it's recording over StreamYard. And it's just weird. Sometimes tech can fail you, and sometimes it does. But so with all that being said, there's a lot been going on. A lot of craziness. The name of this particular stream is Hurricane Helene Aftermath, and I was hoping some people would pop in here and maybe we could tell stories of what some of you guys have went through. You're welcome to in the chat. If you want to put a message down there or anything, or something in the chat, we'll certainly talk about it. A lot of people have been going through a lot, and it's really hard to compare inconveniences, pains, and struggles from one person's perspective versus another person's perspective, meaning, who had it worse in this storm? We all did. This is probably will go down as, I don't know if one of the greatest natural disasters in recent memory or recent history in this country, but Hurricane Helene and the aftermath of that hurricane may go down in the books to be kind of like a pretty big problem. A heck of a nuisance, more than a nuisance. A lot of deaths were in North Carolina, and there's some still missing from what I understand. The latest news is ongoing. This is a catastrophic thing. Before the storm even got into the northern part of Georgia or, North Carolina area, South Carolina area, there was like a front that came down, and this whole bit of rain got stuck up against the mountains there, and just, I think they had a couple feet of rain, which is unheard of. And, and then it started, as the hurricane got closer, it pulled the front pulled that hurricane north, and kind of started this funnel of just, unending moisture, copious amounts of tropical moisture straight into that area and through Georgia and all that. And just even ahead of the storm making landfall, which it made landfall as a Category 4 at 140 miles an hour. And I think near Perry, Florida, if I'm correct. And that was last Thursday. Today, at the recording of this, it's October 1st, 2024. October 1st, 2024. And so it was last Thursday. I guess that would have been the 26th or 27th. I refuse to do math, especially in reverse on a live stream. But so we had a lot of, there's just a lot of destruction with that storm coming in. The Category 4 at 140 sustained mile-an-hour winds. It was at one point 165 mile-an-hour gust in the hurricane. So, when that hits land, there's so many factors of this storm, so many things that made this storm. There was some good and there was some bad, and there's not really good. If there was anything good, Usually you say, oh, it's good. The hurricane's going to move at a pretty good clip. This one was moving 20, about 23 miles per hour. And it came into Florida, slammed into around the panhandle, around, I think, Perry, Florida. And when it did that, it, had possibly up to 20-foot storm surges. We're not hearing as much of that because all the rain that was already there happening in like North Carolina and northwest or northeast of Gatlinburg and that area, which has been totally devastated. There's some place like Chimney, it's a Chimney Creek. I've forgotten the name of it, but they're like totally decimated and wiped off the map. It's horrific. It's just beyond any kind of belief what occurred there. The amount of like flooding and just the desperation of the people and just the utter destruction the hurricane lodged there. It's just incredible. So with all that being said, so the storm comes in to Florida. It messes up Florida. And like I said, we haven't got as many reports about how bad it's been. We've seen that, and I'm up in the Augusta area. I lived in Savannah for more than the majority of my lifetime. And I know what hurricanes are like. Been through many tropical storms, hurricanes, you name it, down there. You've had some bad ones, some ones that, we'd always get scared. Hugo's going to hit us. It was coming down Savannah River back in '89, and then it turned and decimated part of Charleston area there. There were other hurricanes I can think of, and probably the worst of my lifetime was 1979. I think it was a strong tropical storm at the time, but Hurricane David came through, and that wreaked all kinds of havoc. The next and possibly most destructive one was, I think, in 2015, was Hurricane Matthew. That came through and really uprooted tons of those beautiful oak trees that they have down in Savannah and all that, and did a lot of damage to the city, to the islands area, you name it. And it took a while to bounce back from that, days without power, et cetera, et cetera. And then, flash forward to 2024, the end of September, we get Hurricane Helene, Category 4. And like I said earlier, sometimes storms move slowly and they stop. I think it was in the 90s, you get there was a tropical storm or hurricane or whatever it was at the time, and it stalled out around Macon. They got like copious amounts of rain and destruction there. My wife tells a story of that back in the day. If you're joining us, please say hi in the chat or something like that, just so I know you're here, so I can see you're here. If you want to like and subscribe, hit all those buttons, smash all those buttons, that's great. But anyway, so back in the 90s, they went for several weeks to maybe a month without water. It was really bad. And everybody's situation is unique to them. Everybody's situation is, sometimes the worst thing because you're the one that's going through it. But when this storm came in, up here in Augusta, we were unprepared. Nobody thought there'd be this much destruction, and the storm just barreled through. And the thing is, it was moving so fast, it like northeast to like 23 miles an hour, which is pretty fast for a tropical system to be moving. And so yeah, it downgraded to like a Category 2, and I think it got down to about a Category 1 or a very strong tropical storm. I think we had winds around 70 miles an hour, which doesn't sound bad. It's half of the 140 when it made landfall on the coast in Florida, right? But the whole situation with that is that as destructive as the hurricane was up here in Augusta, Georgia, we didn't think we'd have a lot of damage. We were one of the hardest hit. We got the northeast quadrant of the storm. And the way I'm understanding it, because we lost power like Thursday night, Friday morning, of last week, and some areas still don't have power. 95% of our power grid was just knocked out. Anywhere you go in the CSRA, which are the surrounding counties to Augusta that include Augusta, everyone had damage, and they still have damage. They're still dealing with it. The mayor recently said it'll be cleanup of things. It may be longer than months, hopefully not. Um, Shout out to all the personnel people that coordinate all these rescue efforts and saving people, from the workers to the linemen that and women that bring the power back online, the people that clear the trees so the linemen can get in there and do what they do best. And, from the people, for the shelters, for the organizations, profit and nonprofit, that have been donating to help people in this area and other areas. Probably the hardest hit in Georgia was Valdosta in southwestern Georgia, and then Augusta, and then Savannah took a pretty decent hit. I think at the height of it in Augusta, and like I said, a lot of this information was, surprisingly, most of the time we had cell phone usage. It was very spotty, very intermittent, and all that. But we had, it came back later, and now we're almost fully restored. But there's still big parts of the city that, I don't even know, beyond my neighborhood and other places that we maybe ventured out. I don't know that everybody has power and water. And probably while I'm in this, probably shout out Casual Corner Toys, Bruce and Kaz there. When I was able to get on, because I could not, the only way I didn't have a way to charge my laptop, and I still haven't, without like plug-in power, don't generate or anything. That's going to change. I'm already looking at my options there for power for the next storm. And growing up in Savannah, I should have known better, but we weren't told that this was going to be an issue. Nobody thought that we'd have the widespread damage up here, trees down, wires everywhere. The whole power grid, 95% of Augusta without power. And of course, don't forget, we lost water service for a while there. Some lost it sooner, some got it back sooner. Some, we were told till Saturday the 5th, October 5th, would at the earliest would be when we got electricity back. And where I live, we just got it back this morning, which are about noon almost. And that's when I noticed it. So I'm thankful for that. The internet came back up, it all happened in increments and this and that. We still don't have complete water. We had water, then we didn't have water. And it's still, any water we had is like low pressure. We're under at least a 72-hour boil water advisory for, any water. You can bathe with it, but you don't want to like ingest it. Certainly not drink the water because it's contaminated or can be contaminated, and you can get real sick from that. So this is happens everywhere when there's usually a storm that's pretty catastrophic, as Hurricane Helene was to this area and to the whole CSRA and other areas. So just dealing with a lot of stuff from this hurricane. It's just been very taxing. We've had hot, humid nights, candles going to keep you in out of complete darkness, so you can see what you're doing, or your phone or whatever is, when it works, when you can keep it charged. And that's the thing I wanted to do some more documenting of the hurricane here. And even when I got power back, there just wasn't really time to do that. And I figured I'd jump on a stream here, and hopefully some people would show up and we could talk about it. So they may not even be aware that I'm streaming. So most of my friends probably don't know. They're probably not even getting alerts about this because, they can't get on any streams or whatever. But it was good. Like some of the local Augusta people, like Casual Kaz and Bruce, Casual Toy Collector people, they over there on their channel, they were doing some streams, and I was able to pop in on a few of their streams this week. Here and there, I have to sit in the car and try to power the phone long enough and try to get a 4G or 5G if I was lucky. And even then, it was intermittent, it was slow. And, I tried to go on and do some little streams from the car, which is almost impossible on the phone. It just was not enough internet connectivity to do such a thing. And so it just, I just couldn't get the streams to, really come through. So I ended up deleting what I had. It wasn't really much anyway. A lot of failed attempts. So I was just where I was able to, I was trying to listen to their streams, maybe jump in their chat. And appreciate them doing what they could. I think they had a generator at a time. So they were in and out, didn't have water, didn't have lights, and I haven't been able to contact them to find out if they're even back on. So that could be where everybody's at, or, everybody's doing their own thing. So there's been, I don't know the exact total. I think there are about 4 or 5 deaths, people that passed away related to the storm, during the aftermath of the hurricane here in Augusta. I know, including like North Carolina, it's well over 100 deaths, and there's people missing. There could be thousands missing. I could be wrong on that. Like I said, we don't have a lot of true facts on all this because so much information has gone on. It's almost like we were all cut off from the world, a lot of us, and some still are. Some had it a lot worse. I'm extremely thankful we've got our stuff back. But I think things like these sometimes happen just to remind us that we need to take things a little bit more simpler sometime. We need to appreciate what we have going on while it's going on. And so that's kind of what's going on. It's been part of the struggle of these past few days, this past week. It's been a week, just about a week. And because it started like Thursday night, really Friday morning. Woke up about 4 a.m. and from other people I understand it was sooner than that. We had already lost power. Went to sleep, didn't think much of the hurricane. Woke up Friday morning, and everything just went south from there. And early Friday morning, and it was just really it's been really trying and really difficult. It's been you get at your wit's end after a while. You're like, how long is this going to go on? It's like, and as bad as we have it, I always in life try to remind myself that there's someone out there that's got it worse than you, someone out there that's struggling more than you could even imagine that you're struggling. And I think of the people in North Carolina, just to have not just, oh, well, I'm inconvenienced because I don't have power, don't have gasoline for the car, I can't go anywhere, I don't have internet, I don't have water, don't have lights on, no air conditioning, no creature comforts that we're so used to, all of that. And then these people, their entire lives are washed away, quite literally. It's and it's not about comparing, but someone's always got it much worse, even in your own city. And giving back and helping out's certainly advisable, a good thing to do. Like if you can give to the Red Cross, if you can help in any way, any local organizations, just see what's going on in your city and see how you can help. Every little bit counts. It's important for everybody to pull together in these hard times. And that's what we do, as divided as sometimes we can be as Americans in this country. It seems, that we're divided. We're a lot more similar than we're unalike. So in times like this, it's good to see people pulling together, but not, looking past whatever it is that's going on and say, hey, I'm here to help, and that, that's what you do. You just help people. You don't care what their political affiliations are. None of that matters. None of it matters when, you see a fellow human being who needs help. And that's just what we do. We just help people, right? And that's what we should do. Should be your brother and your sister's keeper. But enough soapbox there. So anyway, we had a lot going on with recovery. Like I said, we got most of our stuff back here. Thankful and blessed about that this morning. And it's just weird being cut off from society. It's after a while, it's kind of nice. It's like you're camping, but I'm not an outdoorsy kind of person. So, this is a little bit rough for me. And I know compared to some, it's not even comparable. The inconveniences of life that we've gone through with this hurricane, it's not comparable at all to some of the really devastation that people have had to deal with. So that all being said, for anybody who's watching, I know a couple of people are here watching it. It's showing me that they're watching. If you're watching, by the way, we're just talking about the aftermath, what we've been through. If you'd like to hop on or post something in the comments about what you're doing or how you fared. I know we had people, I had family down in Savannah, and they had it pretty rough as well. And, everybody's got their different challenges, and it's good to see when people are doing things and, getting through it, and, we'll come out stronger, we'll arise better and stronger, especially together through these adversities. So, so getting services back is great. It feels weird though. It feels weird not to, like I had to get used to going in the rooms, turning lights on and off, and nothing was happening. Now it's like I got accustomed to the dark. It's like I was sitting in the dark. It's kind of cool with candle lights, and kind of thinking I'm Emperor Palpatine or Dracula or something, sitting in my castle or whatever, contemplating something. I don't know. It's very kind of pre-Halloween-esque kind of feel going on with things. But all Halloween-ish seasonal comparisons aside, it was a terrible inconvenience, and it's just an inconvenience, and it's good to see things come back together and be picked back up. And I know, we're all short of tempers at times, and we lose our cool over the things. Why can't this happen quicker? Give us a timeline. We get, antsy about things, but, never once while a few times I got antsy, I was like, I still realized, yes, we're fine, or we're actually lucky that other than like the neighbors' trees falling down and kind of knocking the fence down, which borders our property. I believe it's their fence, but it's a way to, to separate the yards and all that. So other than stuff like that, there's no structural damage to the house that I could see, thankfully. So I'm thankful for that, because I'm always counting blessings. Even if I lose my cool on it, and I'm like, I'm so sorry. I'm human like anyone else. We all do. But seeing, other people, even like just a block over from my house, some of the trees there a lot more uprooted where I live on this particular street. We really don't have a lot of trees because it's a newer area. So that actually was a good thing. A couple pine trees that were these two tall trees. One went one way into a neighbor's yard and on their fence, and one went the other way onto this fence behind me. And then another tree just kind of uprooted onto that fence behind me. And then the fence behind me, because there's like two houses that adjoin the backyard for me, that fence kind of collapsed a little bit. So that collapsed. This portion that goes like an L, like this way in the yard. I guess I got to do my L this way, right? This one collapsed this way. The tree uprooted this way, fell on this part of the fence here. So tree falls on this part of the fence and then damaged the fence. So that's probably good. That's still, that tree is there. There's another tree that fell this way into the neighbor's yard to the right of me, which is actually to the left as I'm recording, but it's right for this. If you just flip me around, literally flip me around facing that way. So a little bit too specific here, I guess. But so there's 3 trees, one uprooted, it landed on the fence, and another tree that landed on the fence. And then the pine tree, one of them went this way and is still being suspended sideways, kind of in the air, sort of. And the other one went the opposite direction into another person's yard, into their fence. And the one that's leaning and the other trees went into next door neighbor's fence. So it's just a bunch of fencing is probably going to come down. But if that's all the damage we've got, we did fare very well. And compared to some others, it could have been considerably worse. So what else is happening with all of this? So we there's been a lot going on, just a lot, and just trying to think. I'm trying to mentally digest all of that's going on. So we did go around a little bit and survey some of the damage, and it's pretty extensive. I think they said there's been, and I don't have all the text in front of me. I'm not going to pull all that up because, when I could, I would text or put something on Facebook or social media about, hey, this is what I heard, this is what we're going through. And it's mentally been a lot. And so, it's a lot. So, thinking about it, and I keep thinking about those who have it much worse, who have really struggled through all of this. That's kind of what it is, or what it's been, and just not easy. It's not an easy thing to make it through the storm, but I'm thankful that we made it through the storm, that we were blessed enough to not lose our lives or injury to either of us, my wife or I, or our dog. And thankful for all of that. My heart goes out to all those who have suffered, especially those who have lost family and friends through this ordeal. Seems like the 2020s have been rough. There's been some great stuff going on, but there's been a lot of tragedies from the pandemic, several years of that. Oh gosh. This is a storm. We'll get over it. Storms pass in life. Everybody goes through their own kinds of storms, some way worse than others. And we persevere and we learn from those setbacks, because it's those hardships that we go through, I think, that make the difference, that separate those who will survive, will make it through, from those who don't. And it's not a sign of, or an indication of weakness, or one person, because they persevere through something, is better than someone else. It's not that at all. Not at all. It's just some people react differently. Some people, life throws you different types of scenarios, and sometimes, you're up at bat there, and you get the pitch coming to you, and sometimes you strike out. Sometimes it's a foul ball. Sometimes you'll hit a home run or grand slam. It's life, without getting terribly philosophical here, right? But so I know there's people probably in Savannah that still don't have um, things, still don't have, um, still don't have power and stuff like that going on. So, um, I'm just looking here. Forgive me, I'm just kind of looking through a little bit of social media here. I just want to make sure that I was reporting something like we had like the Globe. Somebody had a question in the neighborhood group about how do we, deal with, what numbers do you call to get stuff fixed, which Georgia Power, shout out to them. They're doing so good. There's so many agencies. Our military, the National Guard came in to clear part of the highway system so emergency vehicles could get through and people eventually. Um, there's been a lot of issues with cell coverage. Oh, we had to go out of town to find gas, and thankfully that fared pretty well. We had to also go. We ended up going as far as we were blessed enough we were able to get to Monroe till we got to what seemed like civilization, where it was a beautiful sunny day, and we got to go to a Walmart there to see what could be okay. Just to get some supplies and water and different things that we needed, and we are very thankful for all the social agencies and everybody who has been helping to feed everybody, and even from the people picking up recycling the trash, and there'll be so much more extensive than that of getting debris. It could be months, as they said, getting the debris cleaned up and all that in the city. So it's amazing that people are doing what they can, and it's just a big concerted effort on so many different fronts to combat what's going on here. And so if you're joining us, if you're just coming into the live stream here, thank you. Welcome for being here. Please say hi in the chat so I know I'm not talking to myself. A lot of people may not even be getting these notifications that I'm live. I planned it a few hours ago, but I was having technical difficulties and then we finally got a decent internet signal. Everything seems to kind of be getting closer to normal here. I was going to give updates the last several days, but there's just no way I could not get a signal strong enough to even do that. I couldn't until I got power back. I didn't have an appropriate type of adapter to charge my laptop to do a proper stream. Trying to do it from my phone just was not easy. The StreamYard makes it easy, and but it just hasn't been terribly easy. So just kind of checking some of the neighborhood pages here off to the side, and just to see if there's any updates on anything that I haven't mentioned a lot of. I've covered a lot of what's going on, or what has gone on with the storm. It's been rough. I know down in Savannah, I had family down there. They had a lot of oak trees over a lot of old trees that they have down in the Savannah area, historic areas and stuff like that, and some of the island areas down there, the islands. So they had some extensive damage. They still have people, I think, without power. They're mostly ahead of us, Augusta, on getting power back. But, I have a friend or two that lives in the North Carolina area. I have a friend who has family in North Carolina as well, another friend. And he has a family up there. He has family in Savannah. And he lives out a little ways outside of Atlanta. And he said he almost felt a little not guilty, but he felt bad about, everything was fine where he was at, and everybody he knows is going through some kind of power outage or something like that. But thankfully, I think everybody in his family's done well through this, as well as to be expected. That reminds me, I talked to Digital Caveman, and I probably should have said this at the beginning of tonight's stream. He's not getting power at least until it is Tuesday. It's almost Wednesday at this point, I think. Let's see. Yes, it's Tuesday, October 1st when I'm recording this or doing this live stream. And Digital Caveman said that, quote, thanks to all the linemen and volunteers and organizations that have come in and helped with everyone's need here. And he lives in about southwestern Georgia, so he was in a hard-hit area. He was in the direct path of it. I think the eastern eye wall clipped his city. We got like what they call the dirty side of the hurricane, which is the east and northeast side. We got like that last blob of rain went like right through us, and I think it was supposed to curve around Valdosta or past that and head north, but it kept going northeast and it headed almost straight to us. So it went from roughly Perry, Florida, in a Category 4 with 140 mile an hour sustained winds with higher gusts, headed northeast about 23 miles an hour, and sometime, I guess, Friday night, or it would have been early Thursday night, early Friday morning of last week, it got to around Augusta and did that turn, that northerly turn, still moving at like 23 miles an hour roughly. But we got that worst part of, like, I guess the eye wall, or, because it was spinning off a lot of tropical moisture and energy and all that before it even got to us. So I think we got 70 mile an hour winds out of it, but it was enough. We have pine trees. We have all different types of trees up here, but a lot of pine trees. So yeah, everywhere there's a city called Grovetown that's right down the road from where we live, and a beautiful little town, and some other ones like Harlem, which is a really nice little community, a small city there, and a small town. And everywhere you go, you see a bunch of, if you see like, the lines on the side, almost everyone had trees lining on them. The poles snapped in half. I saw a metal pole that was like bent, contorted with power lines. You see some that, it's like somebody snapped the middle of the pole and the pole just kind of falls down, and it's kind of like anchor. It's kind of awesome in a bad way, not to glorify it, but so yeah, like I mentioned, Digital Caveman. So I just said he thanked all the linemen and volunteers and organizations that have come in and helped with everybody's need down where he lives. He's still in the dark, unfortunately, tonight as I'm recording. I'm blessed enough to have power. Hopefully it stays. Would like to get water back, but we're doing okay. We're doing okay comparatively, and thankful for that, and thankful for everybody that's made that possible for people here in the city. We're coming back online in more ways than one. So just a lot going on. Just what are your experiences? Let us know in the comments. So I'll see the comments after this live stream is ended, or if you're watching now, because I know a couple of people are watching, and maybe you're like me, you have spotty internet, you can't really comment. I see people popping in and out of the stream, so they're probably losing connectivity. It's a possibility. It happened to me in the last several days of and then for a good while we didn't have any cell phone at all, which I was surprised to have cell phone usage. But I can't remember down in Savannah when, I think 2015, when Hurricane Matthew came through and just devastated Savannah. I remember having cell phone for some of that time, and there were several days without power. I wish I could remember how long. It wasn't that long ago, but it seems like forever ago. And almost 10 years. Wow. Ago. So but here I was surprised that we had cell phone, even though it was very spotty at times. And then there were times when I guess too many people were on the lines, online or whatever, their cell phone or whatever. So it was probably taxing the system. And I know Caveman told me he said they had to replace like one of the, I don't know if it was Verizon or AT&T or one of those carriers. They had to uh I love it. I just see a friend of mine, profit director's propped in the chat here. So he just made a comment here. Let's see if I can do that. There we go. Profit director, welcome, welcome. He says, I'm not losing anything. You're losing connectivity. And yes, sir, you are correct. But we're on the brighter side of the sun, it seems like this time. Today is a much better day than 24 hours ago, and I'm sweating to death in the dark. But it was kind of cool. Like I was in my pre-Halloween Emperor Palpatine vibe. I had my candles. I've got like some really cool red curtains that I have. And so, the windows are all open. Every window, there's a window, it was open. I had the front door open. I had the garage open, the door to the garage open, so anybody wanted to come in and get me, they could have got me easily. But, no water, all that is craziness, very spotty internet. Profit, I guess I could, let's see, I'll drop the link in the chat. I'm doing this a little different. I've had connectivity issues on the technical side, not because of the storm, but just because I'm an idiot. So let's see if I can copy this. Copy. I will paste this in the chat if this works well. I've got a touch screen computer, and then I forget that that's the touch screen. Oops, that's not what I was trying to. Okay, hold on a second. I'm trying to copy this. Need to copy all of that. How do you copy all of that? I'm trying to. There's got to be an easier way to do this. Come on now. Why does it not let you copy the whole thing? I'm trying to. Give me a second. I'll figure this out. Maybe I can. Let's see. Trying to figure out how to do this. I'm just going to have to type this in the chat. So I'll keep talking while we're chatting. StreamYard.com. I hope this works. I'm too old. I'm like Danny Glover. I'm too old for this shit. I cannot read. Gosh, I am old. I can't see a thing. K VB Q. Okay, let's see if try that and see if that works. Let's see. I'm just in the chat for now, brother. Okay, well, there you go. I did all that for nothing. No, I appreciate it. I appreciate you being here, Prophet. Thank you for showing up. I don't know what's going on. I'm probably going to be ending the stream soon, so I don't know if you're going to be on, but we can certainly go backstage or chat or see what some of the other guys are doing, M3 or anybody else or whoever is out there. But I just wanted to kind of give an update where we're at, where we've come from, what we've come through. And I was hoping to get more people on here so we could discuss stories and what you've been through. And certainly if you want to leave something in the chat, anybody that sees this video, even after the live stream ends, and please do, and we'll come back, circle back around and talk about it and all that. I don't know if you've checked out Profit Director. Don't be afraid to drop in your chat your info. I might have a thing for you here. Hold on. I got a banner for that because Profit Director, he's pretty cool dude. There you'll see on the bottom crawl if you're watching the YouTube channel. That's how you can reach his YouTube channel. You need to go on there and subscribe because he does a lot of. I'm not going to do him justice by describing it. I never do. Just like with K-Man, I always say what he does is unboxing, and he doesn't do unboxing. He does action figure reviews. So, but Profit Director does some incredibly cool, really awesome stop motion dioramas. I know he's probably screaming at me through the idiot. Oh, a Stray Blue is here. Yay. Welcome. Thank y'all for joining me here. And anyway, so Prophet does some really cool stuff. And he's a great voice talent. He's got a great story structure. I'm not. I'm obviously not his publicist because a professional publicist would do a better job than what I'm doing now. But he's got some really cool stuff. So his stuff's flowing down in the bottom there. And since I bet you I still have it, I hadn't seen Moto Viper. Boom. Let's put that up there for a stray blue or ashtray. So when I first met him, he was on one of our previous streams. So you can find him there. That's the address. I'm not going to try to read that. youtube.com/@collectorcorral_reviews. Profit directors at youtube.com/channel/UCDY U7NO8PAMZA. Whatever. He's on Instagram as PDD Estro 1973. So that's that. But thank you guys for showing up here. I'm thinking of I don't know if y'all are doing a stream somewhere and we're gonna go off, or I'm probably gonna go off here, but if y'all want to start a stream and invite me, I'm certainly game. I've got nothing else to do. I'm tired of being bored, and but I've got everything but water. So life is great. And in spite of it all, I could ruin my life and go see Joker, the new Joker film. I've heard, this is totally off subject, but I got to throw some geeky stuff out there. John Campia's out of theater review of Joker. We're going to call it Joker 2. I'm not going to speak French here. Filet mignon or whatever it was. I don't know. But Joker 2. Oh, hey, Prophet's going to come on the screen. Okay, I'm going to bring him in the stream. But anyway, Joker 2 is horrendous. He really hated it.
Prophet, how's it going, Ed?
It's going. Thank you for showing up and coming on camera so I could stop talking to myself.
Yeah, I don't have a ton of time. I'm working on the 84 show.
Oh, yeah. Well, you need to tell everybody what 84 show that is you're working on, sir.
Over on the Sergeant Curtis Schultz channel, we do every other week. We do we tier list the top 10 movies of 19 whatever year we're working on. Right, so the next Saturday's not this coming Saturday, but next Saturday's video will be 1984. So basically each panelist picks their 10 favorite movies from the year, and then based on how many people have picked it, that's how it gets tiered on the list. So for example, if only one person picks it, it's D-tiered, but if 5 people pick it, it's S-tiered.
And you might as well jump, right? Because you'll wait for that to come out soon. That's coming in a couple weeks, right?
I mean, babies smoking on album covers and shit,
I love it. Yeah. Yeah. So just tell people again, since I butchered it, what you had to come on camera to get it straight. So what do you do? If I have to tell somebody what your channel, your YouTube channel, your Instagram is about, what is it that you do?
Stop motion animated comedy sketches and action figure reviews. Yeah, we're all part of an adult toy collecting community.
We collect adults and toys, or adult toys?
No, I'm an adult that collects toys.
I'm sorry, I cut you off there.
Yeah, I don't own a single fleshlight. Sorry. So.
Okay. Cool beans. I don't know if you heard. I'll read it again because K-Man wanted me to. He doesn't have power. He may not get it until Saturday when we were promised to get it. We got a suit. I woke up this morning about 11:30. So yeah, super early for me. And we had power, and I was like, what? But he said he wanted to say thanks to all the linemen and volunteers and organizations that have come in and helped with everyone's need here. And he told me I wouldn't recognize his house. They have a lot of pine trees where he lives. He said they're everywhere. His fence is decimated. The yard, it's just, his house is intact. The family's okay. Thank the Lord. But yeah, everything, his city's tore up. Just like everywhere else in Georgia and North Carolina and South Carolina
Yeah,
and
but
Florida.
a great many thanks to all of those going above and beyond out there to like help people, and a big shame, big for shame on the United States government for not jumping in. I mean, there's disaster relief money in our budget, and
Yeah.
nobody fucking showed up from our government to help you guys down there, and that's bullshit.
Kemp showed up today, and our mayor was, he was there. And I was a little critical of him because the mayor literally, there were these rumors going around they were going to shut the water off when we had no power. Still, everybody with no power, 95% of the city completely out, and for days. And then he said, "We need to stop the rumors. We are not going to shut the water off." Next day, we went to go on a supply run because we needed gas in for our car, and we had to go far out of Augusta to find a place that had gas, and then we had to get cash because unfortunately we don't carry cash anymore. So we're way out of town, and we're literally on the way to a Walmart out of town because we were going to get some supplies, and they canceled our order while we were on the way. Which is crazy, but I understand. And anyway, so then while we're doing that, they had shut the water off and then said, "Oh, it's going to be 24 to 48 hours without water." And the reason they explained why it happened is so much debris had got into, I guess, the intake or whatever. And a couple towns up, we ran into a lady, I think in Grovetown, who she has a relative or somebody that works in one of the, I don't know if it's a water treatment plant or whatever, and she said that was true. She kind of verified that is a legitimate reason because they had to clear all that debris and they couldn't pump the water. And then if any time that water's not being, pumped or whatever, it gets disease and crap in there. So they told us you can bathe in the water, but don't ingest it because you can get ill. And so we're under a 72-hour boil advisory, once your water comes back on. So it's weird. I've lived through hurricanes and
Well, I don't
all
want
those
to. I
things.
don't want to drink any water that's going to give me boils.
Exactly. No, you're right. You're right. And so, you can get dysentery. I don't know, all those fun diseases they used to have, and so yeah, I don't want none of
Just
that
lop it
foolishness.
off. You'll be fine.
That's right. Grow another arm, you'll be okay, or whatever. But
You
yeah,
don't
it's
need that.
just,
We've got prosthetics. I mean, we've even got prosthetics with lasers in them.
hey, Mark Cosplay. He says, "Hi Ed, hi Prophet. Thank you for joining us. We're giving away free money here." No, you have to subscribe first. No, I'm just joking. um, and we're just talking about the aftermath of what's going on. And Prophet was nice to pop in here, and you guys too. Um, you just missed. Caveman wasn't here. He can't be here. He doesn't have power. So I win. I got power first. No, but ultimate power. Um, no, but hopefully he'll get his services back up soon. I was actually going to see if I could. I don't know that I could get down to where he lives, but I was thinking traveling down there, and I said to him, he's like, "Well, do you have a chainsaw?" And I was like, "No." He's like, "Well, it's no use for you to come down because we have no power, we have no utilities right now.
Typical liberal, doesn't own a chainsaw.
Don't own a chainsaw, but I know people that do." So I don't know. I could use one. I might lose a limb or something, but that's, I don't know, anything for a friend. So we'll see.
Hey,
We'll
like I
see.
said, losing a limb isn't that big a deal. We'll give you a robotic one with lasers in it.
I always wanted to be the $6 million man. So I tell you what. Excuse me.
No, well, you know how in the the weather kind of helped you avoid posting that thumbnail I sent for 1983 over.
Oh yeah, it did. Yeah. Well, I edited it.
But yeah, I'm not sure I appreciate my art being edited.
I was
Anyway,
waiting for that. Yeah.
anyways, no, for the next year, I think it'll be a lot safer for you. I think what I'm going to do is have the Ghostbusters catching Freddy Krueger.
Oh, awesome. Oh, that's awesome. Oh, I would love to see you act that out, man. Um, that would be cool on your channel there. Um,
Well, I thought it would be funnier actually to have the Ghostbusters like like have Force Ghost Obi-Wan
uh-huh.
like show up to like give advice or something, and then have the Ghostbusters burst in and like catch him, like
That would be
imprison him
cool.
in the ghost trap.
That would be cool. Yeah, I gave
Poor
it.
old Obi-Wan. He's now trapped with all these nasty ghosts.
For everyone. I saw the other day. I saw it when the few moments I had any kind of internet. I saw that there's about a trilogy's worth of deleted scenes that George Lucas had filmed that didn't make the trilogy. He has enough to almost do another trilogy of just outtakes, which would be so wild for the prequels. That would be interesting. And there were different takes on the fight with Anakin and Obi-Wan, on Mustafar. And it's very interesting. Some of it, is you realize it was cut for a reason, but I don't know. That would be interesting
Well,
to see.
one of the scenes that exists that never got put back in during any special edition, and I thought that it was an important scene that would have made one particular death in A New Hope like a lot more impactful. Would have been if you'd have got that scene with Luke talking to Biggs and that girl while they were still on Tatooine.
Yeah.
Right? Let them have that conversation. Let Biggs and Luke's friendship, be illustrated on screen before the fucking dog fight at the end of it where Biggs dies.
Right.
And then now you have an emotional attachment. Now, you understand, the impact on Luke a little bit more.
True. And they're like Luke kissing Leia would have been in line with what the original script was for Star Wars before Lucas decided to change it, because they weren't supposed to be brother and sister, apparently, in one version of Star Wars. So things get revised and changed over time, and so that's
Well, see,
interesting.
the kiss argument never had any weight with me because every single time she kisses Luke, it's 100% platonic.
And it's to
Right?
piss
Think
off
about it.
Han. It's to piss off Han, to make him
Well,
jealous.
in A New Hope, like when she kisses him on the cheek, it's for luck,
Right.
right? Then in Empire, she kisses him when he's in the hospital bed, and that's to piss Han off directly.
Right.
Then at the Empire, at the end, she kisses him again in a hospital bed. It's like a mother kissing a child. You know what I mean? Like, get
Right.
better soon, darling. You know what I mean? So it's like every single time she kisses Luke, it's entirely platonic.
But she was a Wookiee racist though, because she would not kiss a Wookiee. She just as soon kiss a Wookiee, but she wouldn't. She didn't. poor.
Well, she did in my video.
That's true. She did. She did. You made it happen.
Right? Well, hey, I like to explore the unexplored.
There you go. So here's some free shout outs for people that aren't here. Digital Caveman, y'all should check his channel out if you like action figure reviews, not unboxings, reviews. Digital Caveman presents at youtube.com at Digital Caveman with 2 N's. Moto Viper is not here, but there you go. I'll give him a shout out.
So M3's in the chat right now, and apparently
M3's in the chat. Oh gosh,
cosplay gets him all bug-eyed and spurting 3 times, and you and I only amount to 1 spurt apiece.
Oh dear. Let's see. God.
Yeah, see, look, there it is. Googly eyes and 3 spurts.
Oh, and
then there's 1 spurt for you. And only 1 spurt for me. You see, he likes Mark Cosplay a lot better than he likes us.
Apparently, And hey, since you're here, I need to know because he dropped in one of the chats, or I was popping in, but I kept losing internet. Apparently, there was. I'm looking at the screen there. Apparently, there was a film that they were raking me over the coals about, and I have my list here from
It's
1983.
Superman 3. Superman 3, man.
Yeah,
Sorry, man. That it's
I
just
know, but
fundamentally speaking, it's a bad movie.
it is, and
Like I
there was.
understand, and I gave, I tried to like defend your point of view a little bit. I'm like,
I know.
look, he loves Christopher Reeve, he loves Richard Pryor. Let him have it,
Well, yeah, had the that was required. That was the Richard Pryor film, basically, and Superman happened to be in it. And Lois pops in for 5 seconds to show her boss and her colleagues her bathing suit and say, "Hey, I'm going to Disney or wherever she went, Maui or Hawaii. I don't know where
Right.
she
I
went.
have to admit, it was pretty hilarious though, because I was like,
It
trying
sounded
to
like
get like
fun."
people to say nice stuff about it. And I got to M3 and I'm like, M3, can you defend this movie at all and like make Ed's perspective valid? And M3 just goes, fuck you, Ed. That movie sucks.
Well, yeah, there was some of those. I felt like I had to include it because I would be lying if I didn't say I watched that, Superman films a million times growing up. I was always a Superman fan. So, and Christopher Reeve is still the best Superman, but there's other good ones too. Um, and oh, that reminds me, we're gonna get the third or fourth, the final season. It's like 10 episodes, very shortened, but of not Superman and Lois. What is it called? Is it Superman and Lois? Whatever the CW one is, the last of their shows, and it's coming this month of October. And he's well, I don't want to spoil alerts if I even tell you what's going on, but there's the action sequences are really good, and Tyler Hoechlin, I think, does a really good job of playing Superman. And even though that's probably not going to go anywhere, um,
No,
I
I mean
was
it's definitely not going anywhere. That's like you
yeah,
said, it's the end of the WB universe.
right.
They're trying to put everything in in a few like independent baskets, like the Joker movies and the Batman with the Penguin series.
Well, that's what
Uh,
Mark Cosplay is talking about. He said you guys need to watch Penguin. It's so good.
right,
I I,
but
I
the
got
only thing outside of but those are like the only things that are going to exist outside of James Gunn's DCEU going forward.
right, and that brings me around to kind of what I touched on earlier. I saw the out of theater reaction by John Campia, who is a film reviewer and all that
I
esports.
know Campia. I used to watch the movie Trivia Schmodown like religiously.
I can't remember exactly what he said, but he said I loved, in big words, loved Joker, the first Joker. He said Joker 2, and he said I'm going to call it Joker 2. I'm not going to call it whatever the name is. He said it is absolutely awful. Were his words. He said it's terrible. It's awful. It doesn't. He said it would have been served better to just be a Lady Gaga movie and just have her sing. What he said, and it was quite brutal. And he's like, "I'm so upset." And there was somebody in the chat there of that particular video that said they were angry when they left the theater because this is not a worthy sequel. It does nothing to really move the plot of Joker along, and it's not so much their performances; it's just the story of it, and it's a musical. And we all knew that it was questionable. I'm still going to eventually. Well, ended up having, I think, Kaz and Bruce on Casual Toy Collectors. They said I think Bruce had went the day of the hurricane or something. He had went to the local Regal here in Augusta, and he said that part of the roof fell in. I don't know why he was watching the film, or it was. So I don't know if the theater is going to be closed down or if they even have power. But I do want to go see the second Joker film. But I really want it to be good. But
Well, but you can't really take Bruce's opinion on it, like because Bruce absolutely hates musicals.
yeah. I mean, I'm not a musical fan myself.
I love musicals, man. I think they're great. I think The Sound of Music is a masterpiece. I think Mary Poppins is a
Yeah,
masterpiece.
my wife will agree with me on
I
Sound of
think the
Music.
entire Disney Renaissance were all masterpieces. I love Moulin Rouge.
I bet
Uh,
you dress up as well.
no. The movie. I'm talking
It,
about the
it's
Academy
yeah,
Award
yeah, yeah.
winning Best Picture.
Yes, sir.
No, but and also there's a movie called Across the Universe
Yeah,
that I
based
really,
on
really love.
was that based on the Beatles? I think saw
Yeah, it
that.
was loosely based. Well, it was
Had like
written to
YouTube
the
and
Beatles music. It's a
different.
fictional tale using the Beatles lyrics as a storyboard.
Now, what was the one with the guy that the Beatles never existed in his universe or something? He made some kind of deal with. I don't.
Oh, that's I think that's is it Let It Be?
Was it Let It Be? I don't know, but it was a charming film, and it was an interesting premise.
I thoroughly enjoyed it. I thought it was
I loved it.
fantastic. And I love that because he was like feeling guilty about like stealing the music.
Hmm.
And then he finds out that because he did that, John Lennon got to live
True.
and
And
like raise his kids, it's like that's it creates that moral dilemma, like do you put things right or does this one amazing like positive like justify it? You know what I mean? It's really good. It was a really great film.
yeah, it was. And that one reminded me of the Bruce Springsteen film, the Indian fella. Was it Born to Run? I'm not sure, but he used the music of Bruce Springsteen, and they're just, I guess, because they're similar types of films. I really enjoyed that film too. I found them both charming. They weren't big box office successes. I'm putting these things on the screen that M3 doesn't want me
Hey,
to.
and maybe you could copy the link and put it back in the chat.
That's what I'm trying to do. Okay.
All right,
But
so here's what you do. On
okay.
the address bar above you right there.
Well, the thing is, I'm trying to copy it, but this is a touch screen, and it won't let me do like the whole thing. Select all, maybe. I don't know if that's it. Let's see. Paste. What does that? Oh, it pasted a dot. Because I had to take my little. I figured it out. I think my hub is messed up, so that's why my stream didn't start at 9:30. It was damn near an hour late. So I don't have my little adapter, and so I can't use my mouse, and it won't let me use so it's a touch screen. I'm trying to do how do I copy that? I don't know. I'm trying to select it. Stupid browser. I don't know how to
All
do
right,
that.
so I just put the link in there. You should be able to right click on the link and then just move it to the comments. Move it to the YouTube comments. Because I can't put it in the YouTube comments because it's your channel. You know what I mean?
Private. There you go.
You would have to give me a blue wrench in order for that to happen.
Okay, copy link. Boom. You're a genius. Thank you, sir. Okay, post it in the comment. Now the party can begin. Engage. There you go. It's in. Come on in. I can only fit 6 in here, so there's only room for 4. But that's 4 more than usually watch. So come on in and let's talk some shit. I mean, hey, we went all the way to the QT. They had some up and damn near Aiken today, and they had the best. What do you call this? The egg rolls. Oh my God, they were so good. We had to go back again today to get some egg rolls.
Have you looked at the 84 list yet?
I got my 84 list. I need to retype it. I haven't sent it to you yet. Yeah, this is hard. There's my 84 list right there, bro.
Hang on, let me look.
Oh, you want to look? Should I show everybody or?
I mean, it doesn't matter,
I got a few in here. I got a couple in here.
Oh, I can't see it.
That I don't think people will.
Yeah, it's too small.
That's what she said.
Not to me.
I don't know. Is that too big, too small? I don't. Let me see. Let me put myself on blast here. Okay, let's see if this works. Can y'all read that? Okay, I think you can. I can't see it, but
Yeah, it looks like it looks readable. I agree with a lot of that list.
What about Buckaroo Banzai?
I love Buckaroo Banzai, man.
I did too.
I think you and I are the only ones. When I mentioned it to the other guys, they were like, "What the fuck is that?"
Exactly. Let's see. I'm looking at it over here. The Last Starfighter is definitely on there. That'll make a top.
Oh
of the
God,
80s.
yes. The Last Starfighter, in my opinion, is the single most desired movie to see redone with modern technology.
I agree.
Like, don't change the story at all. Have it
Right.
take place in the 80s, just like it did, so that you don't even have to change the video game terminal. You know what I mean?
Hey, M3 Dollface, what's up?
What up, y'all?
So yeah, we're here. This is the Superman 3 support group. It should have gotten an Oscar that year. It was Rob.
Hey, no, I didn't say fuck you, Ed. I said Ed can suck it.
Oh, whatever. So yeah, this is I put this is a bunch of movie posters for potentials for 84.
I will tell you, Footloose. I remember watching that. Of course, I love the soundtrack. Everything great about it. Great soundtrack. Rewatching it all these years later, it doesn't hold up as a good movie for me. There's some problems with it, but it's still.
I fucking love it, man. The only thing not realistic to me is that skeleton with skin on it was considered the town's hottest girl.
Is that Lori Singer?
The one that played the preacher's daughter, the main chick.
Yeah.
And like that girl, like she is a stick, bro. She is.
And her brother was the guy that was in V, the Alien series.
Yeah, Mark Singer.
Mark Singer, right. I almost said Brian Singer, but no, not Brian Singer. No.
No, Mark Singer. He's the Beastmaster.
Oh, that's true. He was. Yeah.
Yeah, he's the Beastmaster, not the molester director.
Oh dear. Was that Brett Ratner? I can't remember which one that was.
Well, Brian Singer, there were a lot of allegations with Brian Singer, remember?
Allegations. There was a bunch of diddiness going on.
Right, but Footloose for sure is, I mean, I had this haircut, man. Specifically. Yeah, so I literally went to the barber and said, "Give me the Ren McCormick." Like, what an idiot. Purple Rain, this is on your list.
This should have been, I think, John Travolta. This was written for John Travolta. I saw that. And then, because the studio wanted to do that. They wanted to, make this a Travolta film. And that would not have worked the same way. Because when Prince kind of brought it to them, they're like, they didn't want Prince to star in it because you're just a singer, dude, and the rest is history, right?
Yeah, I would definitely put this in my top 10 albums of 1984, but not my top 10 movies.
I liked it. It's, for me, it holds up better than Footloose does as a film. That's just my opinion. But I don't know.
Yeah, well, maybe you should take a dip in the waters of Lake Minnetonka
and purify myself. Yeah, maybe I would have. God knows it was hot.
Oh yeah, there's the Last Starfighter movie poster.
Starfighter. I love that. There's so much about this I love. You know what? Another film I attributed this to was Enemy Mine. Do you remember that one where the guy we talked about it? I think I don't know what year it was in, but they were.
Yeah, Enemy Mine is good.
That's a good one. I kind of lumped those two together, but yeah, this is a great film, and I agree with you totally because you said it. I don't know if you were on Kaz's channel or not or M3, but I did catch you say something about, like you just said, about them redoing it but not changing it, but with the new special effects, it would be amazing. Yeah, I would love to see that.
Because the effects are dated as hell, man. But
they are.
If you use modern technology to do the space battle at the end of this film, you wouldn't just be making a remake, you'd be starting a franchise.
That's true.
Because this did end on a cliffhanger that never got answered, right? You remember him and his girl went to go help them rebuild?
Dude, I say we need to do a rewatch of that. Yeah, I'd love that. I love this film. Yeah, yes, I remember. This is a
it's
great
amazing.
film. It's one of the best films of the 80s.
Now this, I mean, this was what introduced me to Chuck Norris as a kid.
I remember Missing in Action. The thing is, all of his movies, I don't know. I know Chuck Norris, but I don't know enough about him. Hey, M3, I didn't know enough about his movies that, between that Lone Wolf, McQuaid, all these other ones. If you quiz me now, I couldn't tell you which film was which. I really couldn't. But I love.
Well, see, the thing that made this one memorable was, it was a bunch of guys in Japanese POW camps, and Norris was like leading the group to get them out.
Okay.
So yeah, it was like, you're talking.
So was this kind of
it's great. It's really all I can say is it's great. Not Japanese, like Vietnamese. This is like after Vietnam.
Hey, what's up?
You're welcome, Curtis.
To this day, I haven't seen a Chuck Norris movie. Forgive me.
That's a crime against humanity, sir.
Hey, but
it's kind of bad, man.
My mom and dad met him at their restaurant, so
I think this is going to be S tiered. This is going to be on everybody's list. There's no way it's not.
It's not on mine.
It's still what? It still has.
Are you serious, Kurt?
It still has 100 on IMDb.
Are you serious or are you trolling, Kurt?
I'm trolling. I already sent it to you.
Oh, all right. I was gonna say, man, what the fuck, dude? What are you doing?
Wrong one.
Ed,
blast for that. You get put on blast for that.
Ed's got the big microphone. Look at that thing.
Wait a minute.
Right, it's very phallic. Very phallic.
It is. This is an it's an M16.
Yeah, it is.
But this I think is going to be S tier for sure.
Okay.
This I doubt will even make the list. I haven't seen anybody pick it yet, but it was an iconic movie of the year. There's a lot of things that I have posters for that I don't think are going to make anybody's list.
Yes.
But right now I'm just trying to show you like what 1984 had to offer, basically. This is going to make a lot of people's lists.
It's on mine.
I believe it's on mine as well.
Ed, I told Prophet, let's do 20, please.
We can't, man. We can't do that.
20.
84 could use 20, 21, 20.
Ice Pirates.
Oh, we just lost what's his name from Beverly Hills Cop. He just passed away.
Who?
The actor, the older guy. He was in the last one as well.
Nick Nolte?
No.
No, the one that played Taggart.
He died? When did he die?
He recently, like this week or something.
Oh, no way.
And we lost James Evans Sr. today too, at 84.
John Amos.
Yeah. James Evans. He'll always be James Evans Sr. to me.
Yeah, yep.
We've lost a lot of good people.
Wow. It's kind of
from
crazy,
good times.
Man,
good times.
Oh, yeah.
I put up a movie poster about a comedy with space herpes in it, and we start talking about death.
Sorry. Well, that
really
could lead
sad.
to it. Or the Augusta water right now.
I mean, space herpes can make your dick fall off.
Dude, that was great at 10 years old inside the movie theater with all your friends.
Oh, yeah. And this one, yes.
The Adventures of Buckaroo Banzai across the eighth dimension. This is a fantastic film.
I guarantee
it's got an incredible cast. I mean, look at this. You got RoboCop. You got Ellen Barkin, whatever. You got Jeff Goldblum. You got Christopher Lloyd. John Lithgow. Like, are you kidding? Like,
Never heard of it.
It's fantastic.
I've heard of it. I believe I've seen it, but I don't remember what it's about.
It's so good. It's so good.
That must have been
as a kid. I think I saw it as a kid.
It's a quintessential 80s film. I really feel like, I've watched it so many times. So good.
I got like salad all up in my teeth.
Amadeus.
Cool.
This,
I
believe, won Best Picture that year.
Amadeus.
This is going to be on. This is on someone's list for sure.
Amadeus was really good. I forgot who the lead actor was.
I've never watched it.
I like the titties. They got titties in there, man. They're all pushed up with those fucking
Yes.
colonial attire. It's great. All
Rock
the
me
dudes wore
Amadeus.
wigs.
I just remember the music video because it was a cool song. Amadeus, Amadeus.
Amadeus. Falco.
Yeah.
Rock me Amadeus.
All right. So yeah, then we got Bachelor Party.
When
Listen to
Tom Hanks was funny.
Yeah,
There's a
Hilarious
donkey.
movie.
That is a great film.
it is.
Tawny Katane, like so hot.
Here I go again on my own.
Yeah, great stuff. Then Beat Street was one of
I
two
remember
Breaking
that.
movies.
Breaking.
Yeah.
You had Beat Street and then you had Breaking.
Yeah,
Yeah.
breaking.
Yep. There's no stopping us.
Breaking was probably the more popular of the two in
Yeah.
my area.
Then there was a break-in too.
Electric Boogaloo,
Electric Boogaloo. Very good.
right? Children of the Corn,
Pass.
Scared me like a motherfucker when I was a kid.
pretty
Pass.
iconic. For Stephen King.
The break-in movie reminds me of the song that DeBarge had a song in. That was the Rhythm of the Night in '84, and it was the one we talked. Was it the not Chuck Norris? What's his name? Escape from New York. Help me out, actor. What's his Escape from New York? Escape from LA.
Isaac Hayes.
No.
Kurt
actor.
Russell.
Kurt Russell.
Kurt Russell.
Yeah.
Yeah. What is it when he had and they had the no, or was it Crush Groove? No, it wasn't Crush Groove. Damn it. I'm having one of those moments.
Ed, take a deep breath. Get your inhaler.
Relax.
I'll get mine.
Relax.
Right.
Right
It's
here.
not that important.
No, but
We can
it's,
just move on. Oh, here. I grabbed.
I remember.
Oh man, I don't know why my mouse is double clicking. There you go. This is
oh
probably
god. That was a terrible film.
on
Oh,
Ed's list. Since,
No, that
you
was
know, he
not
picked
on my
Superman 3.
That was not on my list.
Like, might as well, right?
Oh god, yeah, it was a horrible film.
Oh, it's god awful. But you know, and look how bad this poster looks.
Sure looks.
I've never seen it.
Superman 3.
I never seen it.
It was
Yeah,
worse. It's worse.
No.
They had what was it? The Mega Hetron, Mega Tetragon, that whatever that thing is that made him something. I don't know. Just keep talking.
Yeah. Anyway, you slice it, it's bad. Like Faye Dunaway's
Yeah.
a fucking witch in it. Like, let's move on.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she was Agatha all along.
Dreamscape. Now this movie is so good.
Yeah.
I
just
forgot
watched
about
it.
that.
I watched it like last
This
month.
Dennis Quaid like goes up against this like snake dude. This guy right here.
Well, the concept is as they have the telepathic abilities. So the government has obtained their information and gathered them and try to take them back so they can go and do assassinations and shit. And
See, now this movie is another one that I think would benefit from a remake with today's technology.
yeah, it's assassin. It's all about assassin, like brain technology and shit.
Yeah, it was a fun.
Well,
film.
like because you can make a movie too early, right? Take for example, what was that one with Robin Williams and Cuba Gooding Jr.?
Show me the money.
What dreams may come. What dreams may come.
Oh yeah,
that was a crazy film. That was like
Now,
yeah. Remember
That
Beautiful
script
visually.
was written. That script was written in like 1903 or some shit, but they couldn't realize it as a movie until the early 2000s when they did it.
like Dante's Inferno too. But the fucking that movie that Prophet just said, when he goes to hell and he has to cross and traverse the lake, and it's all those people in the lake, they're all sad and sorrow, and he's got to like go over all them and shit. That's fucked up, man.
So when's your power?
Dude, it's the ultimate love story. He's willing to like go into hell
morning.
to save his soulmate.
Yeah,
It's a fantastic film.
that's
But
how.
that's not what this is. I'm just saying this movie would benefit from a remake
Right.
for the same reasons that film waited to be made. You know what I mean? Because you couldn't realize a living oil painting, with the technology back then. But this movie again,
holy
because it's
shit.
all like,
Sorry.
like environments created by the mind. You know what I mean? It would be better with modern technology.
A bull's back.
Hello, bull.
Then we got Dune.
Mark.
Did not.
Um,
I was not a
yeah.
fan of that originally. It was okay. I'm sure I liked it back in the day, but
I watched the remake. Remake was cool.
Yeah.
I liked it.
yeah, I think that's what kind of bumps this down. Like when this was the only Dune we had at our disposal, it might have made
Right.
someone's list. But
Stu
now that
was in
there's a
there.
better version of it, like it's easy to pass up.
Yeah.
But this is definitely S tier. There's no way people aren't picking this, except Curtis
Right.
maybe trolling, lying to us as usual.
Curtis really didn't pick Terminator, Prophet. That's crazy, right?
I want to be your friend, Curtis, but I don't know if I can. You don't like Terminator.
I picked Terminator.
You
But
picked
I mean,
Terminator?
this,
Oh, he was lying. Oh, he was lying to us. Sorry.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah, this movie is obviously iconic. There's
Not
no
as good as
reason to talk
Ghostbusters
about it.
2016, right?
Well, I never seen that.
All
poster.
right, yeah,
No,
now
you
now
skip
you're
it.
just
I'm
you
being
know what?
stupid.
Dye your hair blue right now.
Yes, yes. Become a woman. Show us your
should.
titties. Show us your titties.
If I had them, I would. If they get me more subscribers.
One of the best Christmas movies ever made, Gremlins.
Yes, yes.
Yep.
This is on a lot of people's lists.
Onomatopoeia.
Hard Bodies is probably not on anybody's list, but I think we all remember it like fondly.
I don't think I ever seen it. Was it a dance movie or beach movie?
This was a beach movie, basically, but yeah, M3, it's right up your alley, man.
Oh, look.
Hot Dog. This is like softcore pornographic ski movie.
Oh yeah.
Another one of those types of comedies.
It's like
what was the one you made us watch that one time?
Yeah, Ski Patrol.
That
It
was
was
like
lame.
Ski Patrol.
It was lame. No titties at all, Kurt. Remember? We were like, "Where the fuck are the titties at, man?" He's like, "Oh, I guess they're not here today."
He's like, I got that one mixed up. I'm sorry.
They're not here.
Now this ski movie definitely had titties in it though.
Yeah, nice.
Sweet.
Oh,
the Ewok Adventure.
Oh God.
Caravan of Courage.
Please
That
no.
wasn't at the movie theater. That was straight to TV.
I don't think that was ever in
but
theaters.
apparently it did get a small theatrical release.
Oh.
I
liked it when it came out. I was like,
it's not going to be on anyone's list.
I hated the Ewoks. I'm a Star
I
Wars
was like,
fan.
this
I
is
hate
better
the
than
Ewoks.
droids. I was like, this is better than droids.
It was dumb to me because it made like Wicked like hundreds of years old.
No.
Because Star Wars takes place long ago in a galaxy far, far away.
Far away.
And the humans that come to Endor in this from our Earth in the distant future.
Right.
It made no fucking sense. But what are you gonna do?
Makes no sense.
Conan the Destroyer.
shut up, Moto Viper.
Oh
man. Is
great
that me?
film.
Picture me?
Didn't make it on my list because it's not the first one, but and it's not the best. It's not the best Grace Jones line. It's not in this movie because her best line is in.
Nobody can turn down this pussy.
Yeah, fucking in Boomerang with Eddie Murphy.
Yes.
No, you must be gay. Nobody turned down this pussy. Yeah, fucking fantastic, man.
He gay.
Chud, cannibalistic humanoid underground dwellers.
That's what it stood for.
I'm sure that we all have seen that as kids.
Yeah.
I saw it. I was all right, I guess, as a kid.
This is gonna be on everybody's list, obviously.
Right.
Indiana Jones, is that you?
Johnny Dangerously probably be on a few people's list. It's a hilarious movie. Michael Keaton.
That was definitely on my list. I'm like, yes. Joe Piscopo in that, and who else? Danny DeVito. Yeah.
Dude, fucking Dom DeLuise.
Oh yeah, is whoever the hell the priest or whatever.
He's like the cardinal.
Cardinal, yeah. Michael Keaton.
Look at they're all
Mary Lou Henner. She was pretty hot back then.
They're all gonna die.
Yes, she was.
And then Maureen Stapleton.
Pops.
Peter Boyle.
Peter Boyle was in all these movies back
Griffin Dunn. Oh wow.
then. Danny DeVito.
Weird Al Yankovic. I didn't realize that. Did you see that in the credits in the bottom? Scroll it up
Yeah,
again.
didn't he did like
I didn't realize he did the music for it.
title song, yeah.
The title song. Wow.
Hey, Pops. Pops.
Very.
Hey, I
Good
swear
stuff.
bro, I'm going to call you Pops. I'm going to call you.
Up the Creek. Another 1980s titty comedy, rated
Or
R titty
as y'all
comedy.
say up north,
I
up
want
the
to
creek.
watch that. I want to watch this. I played the trailer the other day.
Yeah, it's pretty.
No,
I
you just
remember enjoying
just
it when I
played in a
was
trailer.
young.
Yeah.
Greystoke, The Legend of Tarzan.
That was pretty good.
I can't
Sorry.
link to the channel.
I mean, it's a good Tarzan movie for sure.
Yeah, it's really good. It's long. It had intermission at the movie theater.
Yeah,
Did
it was
it?
a little slow for my liking, but it is a good rendition of Tarzan. Protocol with Goldie Hawn. You guys remember this at all?
Almost.
She got smelly pussy, stinky pussy.
Okay.
You don't know that.
Yes, I do.
Kurt Russell knows.
Kurt Russell knows.
Yes.
Kurt
Anyway,
Russell.
this was on somebody's list in the chat. Ninja 3, The Domination. Like DFS picked this, I think.
Fucking DFS. Shout out DFS.
Oh God, I remember this.
I saw that at the movie theater.
That was terrible.
Hey, Ghoulies
Like
2.
this movie poster alone was worth.
That's M3
remembering.
right there. It says they'll get you in the end.
Yes.
Yeah, he'll get you in your end, all right.
He come out of the toilet. It was a poopy.
Yeah.
This was on someone's list.
Why?
Soldier Story.
Why?
I have no idea. I've
DFS?
never even heard of this.
It wasn't my list, but
Sheena, because of like
Sheena.
sexy chick with wild animals. Who doesn't want to watch that?
Yes.
Best Defense. This was kind of great because it was like two movies running parallel to each other. Because
Really?
you remember, like Dudley Moore was like the weapons developer, and Eddie Murphy was the test pilot. Basically.
Yes. That one kind of bored me when I was a kid.
And they were like, it was
all.
like two separate movies running parallel to each other. It was a great idea, and it just sadly wasn't executed very well.
Right.
I used to think that all Dudley Moore movies were boring.
I think Dudley Moore sucks, but that's just me. Oh, wait, we passed up. Oh, Against All Odds.
Not a good movie. Great song, but not a good movie.
Yeah, the soundtrack's more memorable, right?
And what that looks like that looks like a play on what was the old musical South Pacific.
This is 100% making my list.
That came out in 84.
I didn't realize that was 84.
I thought it was later.
The Natural is such an amazing baseball movie. In my opinion, it's the best baseball movie ever made.
Better than Major League? Come on.
I think it's better than Major League, yes.
Sandlot? The Sandlot? What?
It is. It's a
Killing me,
really,
Smalls.
really, really good movie.
It's a spectacular, amazing baseball movie, man. It's really something.
Shout out my
Sandlot.
Detroit
The
Tigers.
Sandlot is a very close second for me.
Shout out my Detroit Tigers, motherfuckers.
No, let's not shout out the garbage, man. Just throw it away like you're supposed to.
They're not garbage. They're winning.
Whatever.
Winning.
Who cares? They'll choke. They always do.
No.
This was on DFS's list. Nausicaa, The Valley of the Winds. Anime movie that released that year.
In 84? I didn't know anime was even existed.
Dude, anime came out in the 50s, dude. Have you never heard of Astro Boy?
Pops!
Pops, what up?
Cool background.
Astro Boy was Japan's answer to Mickey Mouse.
Wow. What up? Mighty Mouse was dope.
Pops, what you got in your trunk for sale?
Night of the Comet, I think this is one of Curtis's picks.
What's in your trunk for sale? Oh.
Oh.
Ding.
So yeah, this I think is one of Curtis's picks.
What up, fella?
What is that?
Night of the Comets.
The fuck movie is
Oh, that's when they're in the mall or something. It's like the end of the world or something.
Yeah. It's a comet that puts red dust all through the atmosphere, and it kind of turns some people into like zombies and shit.
Oh,
Yeah, and it's
Interesting.
girls just want to have fun, and they like find them all, and they dress up, and then
puppy.
all the
Puppy.
end of world type stuff.
Uh-oh, puppy on the cam.
All right. Oh God, you devil.
Puppy.
I remember that movie.
A little,
Oh, I
Burns,
love those
opposite
George Burns ones.
Burns.
Yeah,
That
that
was-
puppy's
those were
that
great
puppy's an
ones.
alien. That puppy's an
Uh-oh.
alien. I saw Men in Black.
Here we go. We got to see
I know.
puppy again. There's always room for a puppy on the channel. Oh,
Oh, yeah.
he's so cute.
It's a puggy.
Police Academy. This is on a bunch of people's lists.
There's too many.
Yeah, I know. We do need 20.
Look at what's her name, Kim Cattrall, dude.
Yo.
And the fucking look at in the back, right in the center, the fucking
Oh, heck yeah.
what's her name?
Then we got Repo Man.
Oh,
yeah,
it's so
dude.
simple.
That was a good
Hey,
film.
Yeah, Emilio Estevez ended up being cool to me. I like
Yeah.
him.
Good stuff. Revenge of the Nerds. Probably on people's list.
Get
It's on my
me,
list.
get me Revenge of the Nerds. Probably
Are you
number
kidding?
1, 84.
Yeah.
That's awful, dude. I
No, it's
can't
not.
even believe
It
you
is
say that.
great. Romance in
Like
the
right
Stone-
here. Here's a
was
movie
fun.
that's better.
My little mule.
It was fun.
It was fun.
That movie's
I like
awesome.
Yeah, it's on my list.
Yep, yeah.
And- In the sequel. Yeah.
16 Candles.
Maybe.
If you were born
Iconic
in the
movie.
yeah, you had to watch this. This is like one of the required John Williams film.
Well, it was a Brat Pack movie, man. Any of the Brat Pack movies were very popular.
This is definitely a cuck film.
Oh, sexy girlfriend.
Red Dawn, man. This
Yes.
movie is.
I even like the
fantastic.
remake was
Yeah, hell yeah.
good as well, but
Yeah.
this is the best. Yeah,
A plus, A plus.
we'd be screwed if that happened.
Hey, first
today.
time the first time you seen Russians kill.
Take that away from us, man.
Well, they kill students. Students are all hanging out. The fucking town goes boom. They have the high school.
No, you would be screwed. I would
Not
be
me,
okay.
man. I got plans.
No.
I'm good. I should be good.
I said I'm tired of what they're doing right now, dude.
Right,
Did you
Bull
see the
would be
latest
fine because he
fucking
knows
bill?
Krav Maga.
Yeah,
I would Krav Maga every Russian out there.
That new bill has any weapon that can turn into an
Then I would
automatic,
fire start them.
which is any rifle or gun or handgun.
And here's the film by Prodigy, Firestarter. I'm a
Little girl
Firestarter.
with telekinesis. Drew Barrymore.
That was the very
like
first MTV video that showed boobies. You remember that?
Really?
Oh
This
yeah.
was like Drew Barrymore's second film, right after E.T.
Right?
Yeah.
Hey, her parents were government. Her parents were fucking government regulated. Got that fucking drug serum, and then they fucking had a baby, and then they had her. That was a good movie.
It was too much.
Yeah,
cocaine.
yeah, yeah.
That's why
That's
there's
the
no-
story.
Yeah.
Literally the storyline.
Friday the 13th, The Lie, because this was definitely not the final chapter.
Can't
by a
believe
long
Jason
shot.
gets killed.
Oh,
Maybe
Never.
it was the original final
Spoiler.
chapter. They just
Never done.
added more chapters to it, so it's not necessarily a lot.
hey, Bullwinkle
A
said
Nightmare
spoiler
on
alert.
Elm Street, man.
Worst movie ever.
This is making
Spoiler
my
alert.
list 100%, man.
Dream
There's
Warriors?
no
You
way
gotta
my
go,
list
Prophet.
exists
You're
without
gonna get kicked off.
Yeah, Kurt don't like Nightmare.
Yeah, whatever, dude. You're a
That
fool.
was a good
Freddy
film.
did? Really?
Nightmare was good.
Yeah,
I was
it
never
was.
watched it.
It was.
Because it scared the shit out of me as a child.
different as fuck, dude.
Johnny Depp, phenomenal actor in that. Johnny Depp.
Splash.
Flash.
Daryl Hannah was so hot in that film. I
He
like,
was.
Yeah, Daryl Hannah was very attractive. in
I can't
that.
do Daryl Hannah. I can't do Daryl
Yeah.
Hannah.
Yeah.
It's okay. She's not interested.
No, and she's in Roxanne too, correct?
Yes.
And
She
she's
was
like
great in
twice your
Roxanne.
height, man.
I love.
No,
Roxanne.
I'll take tall girls. I like
Roxanne's a good movie.
She's
Roxanne's
pretty-
a great movie.
Steve Martin's great.
Yes.
She's like She's like Gwyneth
Oh wait,
Paltrow.
what did I skip?
Oh, what a great movie.
Stop skipping. Oh, Star Trek 3: The Search for
Spock.
Spock.
No,
That's a
seen it.
good one.
That was
That's one of my favorite ones of
yeah,
us.
hell yeah.
That's
I-
This
I
one,
enjoyed
this
it.
one has my favorite Klingon from any
Ooh.
Star Trek movie, Christopher Lloyd.
Hell
Exactly.
yeah. Commander Crew.
That might be my favorite one.
so bad, dude. I can't see how you guys like that.
I know. I
Boring.
It's good. It's good.
I can speak nothing of it.
I'm gonna try. Ken.
Starman,
Beautiful.
Jeff Bridges,
That-
and Karen Allen.
this is a
like,
very good
fantastic.
film.
Yellow means drive fast.
Yeah, Starman
Whatever he
is
says.
good.
This is really good. Yeah.
Great movie.
Green
Damn.
means go. Red means stop. Yellow means go faster. I love that movie, man.
Streets of Fire. I have no idea about this movie. Someone picked it though. So
Me
it's on
either.
here.
I don't
Me
know.
either.
I feel like Caveman might have picked it. I could be wrong. I don't know.
No, not
It
on
was
the
a good
panel.
film.
Somebody
No.
in the comments picked it.
Oh, in the comments, it was a good film.
What year is all this?
84. This is all
84.
84.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah.
I got two things that were
The
born in
original
84.
Hills
They're-
Have Eyes.
Yeah.
This that's
My
part
wife
two.
is Transformers.
Yep.
Shout out Moto.
But that's what came out that year, so we gotta mention
Okay.
it.
Okay.
All the hillbillies and shit.
The
Oh,
Karate Kid.
yes.
Yeah.
Great. Yes, please. Yes.
Great. Even
Perfect.
better series.
S tier, baby.
Yep.
Now, some interesting trivia. I heard that because what was the Stallone film? Rocky. They were supposed the Peter Cetera song, "The Glory of Love," which that might have been in '86. Next Karate Kid Part 2. It was, but originally that was supposed to
was.
be instead of Eye of the Tiger, whatever the Rocky film that was. I'm trying
Oh
to
well,
think.
thank God that did.
Thank God. Yeah. Thank
Yes.
God. Yeah. It
Yeah.
happened exactly the way it should have, but it almost happened the other way. Like, oh, that would be
Hey,
terrible.
this is going on my top list as well.
That's
Oh, that's a
good.
good one. Hell yeah.
I've
Lamar.
seen this
The
movie so many
never
times.
ending story.
Marie,
Great
Sung
flick.
Lamal.
Yeah, you put yourself in that kid's.
The
You are that kid.
nothing.
Falcord.
Hey, and Tammy Stronarch has a Instagram,
It's
and there's a dude I talked to that didn't even know, but I went to her Instagram and I followed her, and he was there in chat. I was like, "Oh, hey, bro." He's like, "Hey, what are you doing?" I'm like, "What are you doing?"
Everybody I can.
I love Tammy, dude. That's great.
Unbelievable. All right.
Yeah.
Tammy.
Great film.
Go, Tammy.
The FBI is seriously coming to you.
Philadelphia. There you go.
Oh no, I meant because yeah, that too. But no, because she made it as far as she did, and she's still doing movies and shit. I'm like, that's great, man.
M3 loves Tammy.
Yeah.
The Philadelphia Experiment. Very good movie.
Very good film. Very good film.
Never watched
Oh
it.
yes, perfect.
Yeah, time travel.
No,
Nonsense.
the government, they fucking try and there's some
The
shit that happens.
experiment that should never have happened
Happened.
41
People died.
years ago.
We're
It's
dealing
still
with,
going on.
yeah, we're dealing with the aftermath of that shit, dude.
Yep.
Well, look this. Look at the vehicle. This is Scrap Iron's drone.
Oh shit, it's a crossover.
Either that or it's Johnny 5.
D's nuts.
5 Alive.
The Toxic Avenger.
Oh my god.
This is good late night.
I don't know if anyone's gonna pick this, but
No.
it was an iconic film.
That guy looks like he needs a baby Ruth.
Hey, there was
Right.
bikinis in this. Bikini girls in this was great.
Woman in Red.
Oh yeah, the woman
Gene
in red.
Simmons. I mean,
I liked her. I liked her better than Weird Science.
Gene Wilder.
Weird Science. Oh yeah.
Yeah, Gene Wilder having an affair and trying not to get caught.
God,
I
what's her
thought it was
name?
the woman.
Basically,
Kelly-
a man
Kelly
being
LeBrock?
led around by his penis.
Hey, Prophet, isn't there a movie called The Woman? Oh no, that's Tom Hanks. The red shoe, the one red shoe.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's terrible.
Top Secret with Val Kilmer. This was a really funny movie.
Dude, that is hilarious.
I never
Never
seen it.
I
watched
don't
it.
remember that.
Never
Me and my
ever.
friends were rolling around in the living room floor laughing.
No,
Let's watch it now.
That shit was funny as fuck.
Let's go backstage and watch it right now.
Yeah, it's pretty
Okay.
hilarious.
Go.
But yeah, that's
Do it.
Do it now.
Yeah.
Did we lose Prophet? I didn't do it.
My
Prophet, power went out, dude.
What the?
Damn. The
Hey, I'm not
government
in
got him.
charge.
The
I'm not in
government
charge
got
of
him.
this one. I'm not in charge of this one.
I didn't do
Hey,
it.
pops, your background's cool, man. That's
Yeah,
good.
that
Dude,
is tight.
that's my favorite Lithia of all time, dude. That's just the
That's
shit.
cool.
I do like
fucking-
that
Hey,
background.
Pops,
It's
what you
awesome.
got? What you got in your
I love some Predaking. I always wanted G1 Predaking.
just
I
like
never had
powering
him,
through
and
the
I
other
think I
fools like
might want to
nothing.
buy him G1
Hey, look
style.
at Superion's right there too. Look how little
Predaking I
Superion
got,
is.
man.
I know because Predaking's the shit.
Yeah, he's big, dude.
But he's no
He's no Batman.
Prophet's back.
I know I talk like this.
I like that.
It's
Batman.
cool.
Sorry, Prophet.
No, I fucking double clicked the
Like you
goddamn
can-
mouse like a
Oh.
retard.
He did a curve.
man. I'm
Yes.
Batman.
Tell the truth. The government found you after that movie.
Yeah, the FBI's over his house.
No,
All those
no,
kids in the mine.
they be at M3's house, not mine.
The movie name was Top Secret, and he got like ejected from the.
Sir, we know about the doll. We know about
Yeah.
the doll, sir.
Yeah, and if
Yeah.
they're at M3's house, they're going to get an anal cavity
We've been
search,
tracking
I'm
you for some
sure.
time.
Yeah.
Let's see all the
In your
dolls.
bathroom visits.
Yeah, they're like, how many dolls does this guy have? Mark Cosplay's still here.
Right.
What up, Mark?
It's gonna look like this. What the heck?
He said he did a curve.
There's his cavity search.
Oh man, I got another one in here. Another
Is that
doll.
Richard Gere? Oh, I thought that was a. Never mind.
Oh my God, Pops.
Where's-
Oh, poor Pickle Rick.
That's M3's
hold on.
cavity search right there.
That was a gerbil.
Rick. Yeah, Pops.
Jesus.
Oh, look at this shit.
There's a
Look
turd
at-
right there.
He's like, what the hell happened?
Pickle Rick.
He just wanted to be an artisan salad, but no.
Oh,
Jeez.
trying to be
There
that
was other
big salad.
plans. That's terrific.
What is
Prophet,
that cucumber doing?
I haven't even looked at the movies because I need to sit down and with a big piece of paper and write everything
Big piece of
and then
paper.
condense them
Hey,
down.
A
I need to
shitload of
condense
movies.
them down.
Every paper besides you's big.
That's what she said. Get your
sticky
crayons out.
A sticky note is a binder paper. Yes,
I'm just kidding.
that's cool.
No, you're not.
I'm tiny. I'm tiny. Oh shit, that's fucking awesome.
Right, like they don't use a tape measure to measure him. They just hold a piece of notebook paper next to him. He's 14 lines high.
Wait a minute.
14 and 7/8. Okay, 14 and 7/8.
That's college rule. He's 7.
That's college rule.
Hey, it's hella funny. There's some fucking spaced out fucking paper. You're like, why
Dude,
is that?
Picture is sick. I like it.
It is cool.
Yeah, I like that Predaking.
Send me a pic. Send me that picture, Pops.
Superion. Why don't I have a new Superion? Why have they not made him? I need him.
They've
I
made
like
him.
Just look up
Look up
Predaking
Vans Toys.
Lithia.
They just finished him. Vans Toys
Look up-
Superior.
look
man.
up-
I'm talking about
Predaking.
Hasbro. You know, I don't do that. I should probably do the third party stuff, but I don't. I'm
Why would
talking
you
about.
waste your-
You know, I
Why would
should.
Don't
You know,
we-
send me links. Send me links, and I'll buy that shit tomorrow.
yeah,
maybe.
man.
I don't think you will.
I
Yeah,
might.
don't-
Don't
I'm
don't
pressed,
tempt
bro.
me, Kurt.
Hey, but Bull is a mainstream guy. Bull's a mainstream guy. Like obviously, all of his totes are full of mainstream, which is perfect.
Yeah,
That's
they really are.
absolutely perfect, and everything's a lot in box, so that's really good. And to get a Hasbro Superion, a Hasbro I have Hasbro's Menasar, great, but I had to get the
I
eight.
like him. Yeah.
Hey, did
I-
you
the
get the
eight
final
ranking-
piece for Superior from Fans Toys? No? Yeah?
Yeah. But
You got the final piece
mhm.
with all the fucking combination set?
yeah. He's right
I
here.
heard that, it's coming in pretty soon. Like fucking.
Yeah.
Lord.
I made sure to get him.
So you got all 5.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Yeah.
Dope.
Well, and I was
Wait
gonna
on
buy.
mine, mine's coming.
I was gonna buy Devastator, right? The 2 pieces, the legs and
Yeah.
shit. But I said no. They haven't even finished Menasor yet.
Scavenger?
So, yeah, once they finish Menasor, then
So
I'm
Ed,
like,
Yes, sir.
this is your stream, and you do
I know, I
not
put that-
collect toys.
Yeah.
How does it make you feel that your stream has been hijacked by Toy Chat?
Transformers.
And don't let him fool you. He's only
Right.
saying that to try to get you on his side so he can
Who
get back to
doesn't
his
collect
movie
toys,
stuff.
dude? My dad, you know.
No, what? He's got
I was
trickery, Ed.
done. I was
Trickery.
done
I
with the
love it.
movie stuff, bro. I was done with the movie stuff.
I'm just kidding with you. I love
It's
the
all
movie
good.
stuff.
I love it all. So
Yeah, me
I'm
too.
learning.
I
I'm
love
learning
movies too.
something.
Shit, don't get me wrong.
Ed, I
Oh,
didn't
yeah.
know you didn't collect toys.
No.
Yeah.
Prophet, that was your
I have
fault. You
some
double
action
clicked.
figures. I just don't. Most of them are in boxes.
Oh, you got some Grogu's up there.
I do. I've got some X-Men that 97 that
Oh, yeah.
Caveman got me, and I got my Star Wars things. Half of them are like
You don't got no like
boxed up.
what your thing geek is like.
Look,
you're like
let's
Star
be
Wars,
honest.
Star Wars, big time Star Wars, Star
Oh,
Trek,
I got two of those.
X-Men.
you don't
Marvel,
collect like none of that draws like the. Did you get that new Enterprise, the fucking 350 scale?
I don't like collect any ships now.
No,
I
no,
just
you
never
have to
got it. I got a
understand, Pop.
few. I got a few.
Ed does
basic
not
stuff.
have a toy collection. He has a few decorations.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay.
That might be fair to say.
Which
Oh,
is
yeah.
that's how it starts though, Prophet. It starts
Mhm.
like that.
I would kill for some Battlestar Galactica,
I'm
which
fucking
is very
Silent
hard
Raider.
to
That's
find.
sick as fuck,
That's
dude.
all I've
Nice.
got. I mean, the Sci-Fi Channel stuff. I love that series.
Hey,
I love the original.
FBI, if you're listening, that's just Ed. The rest of us would not kill over Battlestar Galactica.
Yeah, but that and what else? I'm a big like an old school $6 million Man fan, and
Nice.
I
Okay.
went to Joe Fest and there was an $80 action figure, and I should have gotten. I could kick myself.
cool.
Yeah,
That'd be
You
cool.
went
But
to
I
Joe
needed-
Fest?
yeah, that was my first con I went to. Caveman came up here to Augusta, and we went together with Digital Cave Queen. We had a blast.
Oh,
We met
man.
Sergeant Slaughter.
I don't believe you, Ed. I don't believe you at all.
Well, I
You
couldn't
need
get
the
Caveman.
seats.
He brought all of his like
no.
video equipment.
You said you could kick yourself. I don't think you can.
Oh, at
I
my
think
age,
you're
I
gonna have
can't
to
kick
show.
a damn
I think you're
thing.
gonna have
Like a
to
wee
show.
man move. Wah-bah.
Hey, can you penis yourself?
Only
What
with
the hell is that, man?
Don't make me say it, M3. Don't
if
make
I
me
if
say
I hit
it.
100 subs, we'll see.
Oh,
You were real, dude.
I hear you,
What's wrong
Maryland.
with you,
I
man?
hear you,
Don't-
Maryland.
Don't open doors like that for me, Prophet.
What the heck?
I ain't afraid of you.
There was no door, man. There was a brick wall, and you just smashed through it.
He said.
Smashed it.
He said the back.
Kool-Aid.
He said the. I just.
No wonder this is aftermath stream.
Oh, yeah.
What are you gonna do, brother?
Just barreling through like a caveman. No hole, I make hole. Ah.
I make hole.
Digital. Shout out digital.
Yeah. Digital ain't got power yet. I got power
Yeah.
for his ass. I win.
I hear he's going to be chopping trees for the next 3 months.
I told him I'd go down. Yeah, I was telling Prophet earlier. I said I was offering to go down there and help him, and he's like, "Well, do you have a chainsaw?" I was like, "No, but I've seen them used before."
Yeah.
I got a good. He's like,
And
"Man,
then
you'll never get anything done."
I said, typical liberal doesn't have a
I was, you
chainsaw.
know what? I thought the same thing.
I was waiting.
sorry.
for
Hey, you've
Ed.
never mowed a lawn, Ed? Is that what you're saying?
Oh no, I did. That was my first job. Yeah, I mowed lawn. I mow my own lawn, but I've got an electric lawnmower, and I've got
Me
an
too.
electric edger.
I have electric lawnmower, weed eater.
I love that shit.
edger.
Hey,
Me
hey,
too.
now hold on a second,
Me
man.
too.
You shouldn't be mowing your own lawn, Ed. You're taking work away from those poor landscapers.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
So-
the equal opportunity for.
You know, one comedian said that a man
My
with
poor
a
son
blower
can't
can
go
go
anywhere.
anywhere. He can walk into the White House. They're like, "Coming through, he's working." But
Hey, I
Dude,
spread the love.
seriously, put on a yellow, like a yellow reflective vest and carry a ladder, and you could walk into any building anytime.
Anywhere you
True.
want to. People have done it. You don't even need the fucking vest. You need two
Whoa.
guys on a ladder, and you can
Whoa.
go anywhere you want to.
Whoa,
Yeah.
excuse me.
because
Not
then
at
you
my-
just go
not at my
side to
place.
side and knock people out the way, man.
Hey,
No, they
not-
just think you're
Intro.
important. They think you're supposed to go do something. Prophet's right. I've seen that shit on the internet.
Not at my place. If somebody comes up and they walk in and they look like they own the building, I say, "Well, what's up, man? How you doing? What do you got? What? Is anybody
Like, what do
expecting
you mean? What I have? It's a ladder.
Yeah. Hey, get that ladder out of here."
He's like,
What the
he's
fuck?
like, M3 looks at him. He goes, "I like your wood."
I was like, same. We're wood likers. High five, wood liker.
I
Yeah,
see
yeah.
your eggplant, and I raise you an eggplant.
I can just imagine someone stopping me with the ladder. Hey, what's that? It's a ladder. What are you doing with it? Oh, don't worry about it. It's corporate. Would you like
It's
to try and
corporate.
climb it?
Uh,
It's a
well, I
ladder,
used to
no
joke
ladder.
where I worked. It was we're trying to climb the corporate step ladder because you're not getting anywhere.
Yeah, you're gonna get like 2 steps up. You got manager,
Yeah.
and that's it.
And then they tell you, "Oh man, great, perfect
Oh man,
opportunity."
have you guys
So
ever
much
watched
opportunity.
Epic Rap Battles of History?
Yes.
Yes.
Abe
They
Lincoln
did
versus.
one. It was Trump versus Hillary, and Trump got the best line in the entire fucking thing when he said, "And you want to break the glass ceiling, Hillary? I sense it, but the only crack you'll find is my ass pressed against it." Oh God, it was so good.
He memorized that
That's a
shit,
good
guys.
line. That's a good
He-
line.
He memorized it.
Did y'all watch the debate tonight?
Yes, it was great.
Of course we did. Would you like to talk about it?
No,
I
Say
didn't
no.
see it, so I don't know anything
say
about
no,
it.
Ed. Say no.
Nah, I'm not going to talk about it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I didn't even
I-
see it, man. Yeah, let's
Oh,
not
if
talk
you
Dude,
didn't
about
I just
it.
got
yeah.
I just got power back today, and I just got freaking everything but
Don't
water.
watch it, Ed. You'll be disappointed.
I'll be disappointed. Well, nobody cares about the vice president, to be honest. Well, they
I
do
do
now.
now.
They-
Hey, this time
They do
around they
now.
do.
Yeah, I
This
do
time,
now.
yeah, I was
They
gonna say,
do.
this time they do.
Hey, this guy. Both of them did really good, Ed. Both of them did really good.
Oh,
But
Well, he's
Vance-
better than Kamala. I can tell you that.
Oh,
So you're
my
saying
God.
the
He should- hey,
teleprompter didn't
He
break?
should have said that, Bull. He should have been like, you know what, everybody, can everybody in the room?
He is
hear me?
better than
He
Kamala.
did. Yeah, he did really great tonight.
I did
Yeah,
see
yeah.
something about. He said, no, Curtis sent me something. I don't want to bust Curtis.
I mean,
out.
it was 3-on-1. I will
Apparently
say that.
something
It was
happened and they
3-on-1.
cut his mic off or something. I don't know.
No, it was fair. It was fair the whole time, Ed.
No,
They
it
did-
wasn't.
they did
fair the
really
whole
good.
time.
They did good, and
It was,
Vance-
It was like
clearly
80-20.
biased, bro.
It,
was
maybe
clearly
70-30.
And you know what y'all didn't think about for a couple hours? What P. Diddy was doing.
yeah, what Israel was doing.
Hey,
the
Ed,
fact-
Ed.
the fact
Well,
that he
I try
run-
to never think about what P. Diddy's doing.
Hey, Ed.
I try to not care
Because
about
yeah,
that.
yeah,
in the
you're
slightest.
totally right. Exactly what. Yeah, Iran.
Ed, what you're
bombing the shit out of
referring
him.
to, Ed, what you're referring to is in the debate,
Misdirection.
the commentary girls, women decided to fact
Beautiful.
checked JD Vance. They fact checked him, and he said, "Wait a minute. You said you were not going to fact check. If you want to fact check me, then I'm going to fact check you." And when he started
Damn.
telling her that, she started arguing with him and tried to overtalk him and wouldn't let him speak. And she finally turned his mic off.
Barely.
Oh.
Barely. It was a very minute segment, and they didn't elaborate on it. They moved on, and it was a real quick.
Yeah, but it was quick enough for everybody in the world who was watching that to say they just
Well,
gaslighted
look,
that fucking
look.
dude.
There was one bit in particular that let me know how biased it was. Waltz brought up
Oh shit.
the Project 2025, and then they did not allow Vance to even talk about Project 2025 because they keep banking on this whole it's Trump's plan. But Trump and Vance have both disavowed that plan on many occasions. Neither of them have anything to do with Project 2025.
And everybody knows that, just like Trump didn't. He
But
wasn't
they
like out
did
supporting the
not
Proud
correct-
Boys and shit.
But they did not fact check Waltz on when he said that, and when Vance, and they didn't give Vance a chance to defend against it.
They did that at least 4 or 5 times. They didn't allow Vance to.
Okay, and
defend himself.
Vance held his character so well. He broke the fourth wall and looked at us like
He did. He destroyed her. Hey, Ed, he destroyed her. He
He
did.
went Deadpool on us.
he is not a bitch, dude. He's not a bitch, man.
Hey, he destroyed him. He did. You could clearly see it. He did.
My honest opinion, what's the other guy, Waltz? He seems like a really fun guy. He laughs and smiles too much for a human being, and kind of like Kamala too. But if I had to pick it, I think Vance is a little loony himself, but I feel like that he's more stable. I hate to say stable, maybe that's the wrong word. Then I felt like if they went head to head, that it would be Vance all the way. I just don't see Waltz, even though he's a football coach, whatever he was.
He got flustered. He got flustered multiple times. You could
He
tell
doesn't
it.
seem like he's
Look,
polished enough.
And when he got flustered,
Vance-
they took the camera away from him. They took it off
This
the
is-
stage.
How the
This
hell
is how I see Vance, right? Vance is the kind of guy who wants for his children the same kind of Christmases he had in his house, right? And now you could see like a lot of the things that we had in our childhoods, you know, in our family homes, are not available to kids today,
So he wants the kids to
right?
work in the
These
mines.
things.
He wants
No,
to work
that's
in the
what
mines.
I want. That's
what
what
you
I
want.
want, not
Okay.
JD Vance. No.
Okay, just checking. Because he's
No,
trying to bring coal
but
back.
at the end of the day, like you have to admit, like you know, bullying issues aside or whatever. But when we were growing up, you know, our whole neighborhoods all celebrated, you know, all the holidays. You know what I mean? When the 4th of
Yeah,
July
we
came
did.
around, the entire neighborhood was celebrating it. It was
Yeah.
a big deal. When Christmas came around, the entire neighborhood was celebrating it. It was a big deal.
Yeah.
When Halloween came around, you know, everybody knew everybody, and you could trust that your kids could walk through the neighborhood and get candy
And
without
then
worrying about someone snatching them or poisoning them.
Then 1981 came and ruined Halloween because of the Tylenol, whatever people mess with. And then they started putting the shit in the candies, the needles in the candies. And
Hey,
all
Prophet, everything you're talking about equals. What does that equal?
companion,
Unity.
all
It
that-
all equals
all that-
unity. It
Yeah,
all
exactly.
equals
Exactly.
unity.
That's the point I'm trying to make is he wants the idea that I get from Vance when I hear how he talks and when I think about what he wants his children to be able to experience the American dream the same way he did.
Yes. Unity amongst everybody, Democrats
Right.
or
And now
Republicans.
there's no reason why, you know, the problem is that dream isn't accessible to everybody, and it needs to be. In order for it to be the American dream, it needs to be accessible by all Americans. Right. And unfortunately, the way things are now, it's not. And that's you know, that's because we're a country that makes nothing except entertainment and weapons. Everything else is imported. If we were
We used to
making
make
the shit
energy.
here, it would create jobs, it would raise wages, it would raise the value of the American dollar.
We used to lead the
Yeah.
world in car manufacturing, and that was taken away, even over China.
But don't mistake the fact that it's a shitload of corporate greed mixed in that is a big factor in that too. When they started seeing, when I grew up, I never heard about them outsourcing. I never heard outsourcing till I got older. You know, shit used to be made in America. It
and
used to
that's
be good. And until I owned an American car that I had to have, I had a 1990 Cavalier. It was the first one where it went from being like boxed. First car I owned. I had 3 engine heads put on that car in under 5 years or 6 years that I owned that car. After that, I bought a Toyota that lasted me damn near, I don't know, 8 to 15 years. You know, we at some point we stopped taking pride in made in America. I worked at Walmart, and that was our slogan for a while, made in America.
Well,
And then we
this is
started
this is what it
outsourcing.
breaks down to, Ed. It's very simple. Check
We
it
can
out.
do
All right.
cheaper everywhere else.
So when I moved to New Mexico, everybody in Santa Fe was complaining about Walmart and Target moving into the area,
Oh yeah, yeah.
right? But they're the ones working there and shopping there. It's like you don't get to complain about the big guys putting mom and pop out of business
Sam
when you're
Walton
the
didn't
one
create.
patronizing the business.
He perfected it, and basically his mom and pop drove the mom and pops out of business because they
Well, think about this.
and they would do deals with vendors, and to the point they were so ruthless with the vendors that the vendors would lose money sometimes, but you couldn't tell a behemoth like Walmart that you weren't going to go by their
but
rules
think about this.
because they would not put your Keebler Elves cookies in their store. You know, if you pissed them off.
Think about this though. When Reaganomics came into effect, we were bombarded with "Made in America" commercials. Right,
that was the
everything they
80s.
were trying to sell us was "Made in America, made in America." It was a selling point
Exactly.
because outsourcing to Taiwan and Hong Kong for manufacturing had just been opened, by Reagan, and Reagan had allowed for a certain percentage of corporations to send their manufacturing overseas, and then each president that came after him raised the percentage until it got to Clinton, where he opened it up completely.
Well, then we got into globalization, and then it became more than the American economy. We were just a portion of the not comedy, economy. Yeah. So globalization had a lot to do with that, and then the fact that you could do stuff
But the
cheaper.
point is, let me just finish this before we drift
Sure.
away from it.
Sure.
The point I was trying to make, the reason I brought up Walmart in Santa Fe and mixed it with this, is because all the people who were complaining, like, oh, you better buy American, and they were quizzing each other on it, neighbors, hey, was that made in America and all that sort of stuff. And it took less than 10 years for everybody to start shopping at Walmart. You know what I'm saying? So it was like they were like, oh, well, yeah, my ideals are here, but if it's cheaper, you know what I'm saying? Like that's the American way now. We've lost our pride, I think.
We have lost our pride, and that's one way I always thought we could get it back is if you truly focus on America. And y'all know I'm not a Trump supporter necessarily, but the idea of buying them, I know it's a shock, huh? But if you invest in America, it's just common sense to me. Make it here, but there are not enough manufacturer jobs. When kids are coming up now and they want to be an influencer instead of a doctor or a metal worker or a solder, what do you call them? People who make cars and shit like that, and stuff getting automated. Yeah, they don't do the trades.
There will always be plenty of people to do those jobs, regardless of how many influencers there is. Will always be plenty. Don't even think those statistics, whatever you're thinking, is not correct.
No.
Will always be plenty.
Wait, no, I know they're there, but it's not the, it's like people would rather be glamorized. They don't glamorize the linemen right now. I'll tell you what, we could use a lot more guys and gals that can climb up on a telephone pole and change those wires after the hurricane knocked them down. Trust me, those people they're heroes only when we need them, and that's a shame.
They've been petrified though. They're all scared of heights and shit.
I want to bring it into this conversation, just coming out of the hurricane and what's devastated the Southeast here and all that. And then we just go into a strike. So right now, all along the Eastern Seaboard and the Gulf of Mexico, that shit's going to drive us into some supply chain issues. I think they said it's going to cost the country about $1 billion a day, and it's only going to double and triple. And we're going to end up, no matter who gets the presidency, whoever gets it's going to inherit a damn mess if they don't do something about it. And I'm not, and now, don't quote me on this because I don't know the exact numbers. I was reading up a little bit, but with spotty internet on this. I think they're trying to go from the team. I think it's whatever the union dock workers. I'm not sure what they're called, but they were making, I think, roughly 60,000 or something average. And I think they want to make, and they say because of inflation and raises they didn't get and stuff like that, and the cost of living,
we need to make at least $94,000 a year.
I heard 100, but 94 is probably more correct. So I can tell you from bean collectors, from the film industry, they're going to go wherever it's cheaper. They're going to go wherever it costs.
And that number is based
money.
off a national thing. It's not based off the union people. It's based off what people need to. A single person needs to actually live now.
I agree. Yeah. I've seen the comparisons. I've seen the videos and all, and that's true. Years ago when they said $15 was the minimum that someone would need to get by. 15 doesn't even compare. You need close to $20 to $30 an hour. But then when we get at rates like that, how are you going to sustain that? How are you going to have profit? No pun intended. How are you going to have profit off of that? If people are making outrageous sums, and look what it's done to the film industry besides their lack of originality and storylines. But the fact that, I'm glad I have many friends that work in the industry, or I should say worked in the industry, but can't get jobs now, haven't worked in 6 months, haven't worked in a year. Because yes, they got the higher wages, they got the better conditions. I'm happy for them. I am. But what did Hollywood do? They sent a bunch of the productions to Canada, to Europe, where guess what? It's cheaper. They outsourced it. And then they cut in half the amount of films that they're making. So
That's what they did here. Back in
exactly.
the 90s, or Michigan made a deal, a tax cut for Hollywood to come and do here, but they had to hire people from the state, and they didn't do it. And that was Granholm's fault.
I can tell you from like when I did my radio show and all that in Savannah, and talking to many film industry people and people that wouldn't dare go on record saying this, but yeah, people come to there, they get the tax credit for being in Georgia, then they get an extra tax credit being in 60 miles of Chatham County, which is Savannah area. Right. So they base it there. But I know people that have worked on big budget films, and 80-90% of the invoices are coming from Los Angeles because the infrastructure ain't down there.
It's the same thing as McDonald's in California, right?
That's what I was going to get.
The employees want to make $21 an hour, and McDonald's is like, fine, we'll replace you with fucking machines.
Exactly. Yeah. And Walmart did that. They did that with the self-checkouts, and now it's kind of blown up in their face because their crime is off the books. People are, so they're going to make you.
Target was one of the biggest companies got hit with that.
They did,
to where they're opening up registers now with humans doing it rather than pushing self-checkout because of the theft and the amount of money.
Yeah, and Walmart has I think it's called Walmart Plus, and they were talking about now you can pay. They're turning it around and trying to make money off the fact that, if you go to a self-checkout, you have to subscribe to like Walmart Plus or something like that, whatever it's called. And I don't think you should have to subscribe to something to get your groceries checked out and do it by yourself.
And they're adding.
You don't work for them. I've got a big problem. If I don't work for you, don't correct me if I misscan something, because guess what? You didn't train me to be a cashier. If I'm a person that's just there to shop, Now, I'm not saying there's any excuse for people stealing. There's never really a good excuse for stealing. I know there's extreme cases, but I've got a low tolerance for people that steal and lie and cheat. But
me too, brother.
I really do. But the thing is, if somebody literally, there was a lady, I saw a video on the internet, so of course it's true, right? But she said she was in a Walmart and she was shopping. She was a lady of color, so she said she didn't scan something, or she didn't realize it, and so they came over, security, according to this video, came over and asked her to come to the back room, and she was cool with it. Of course everybody's staring at her, and she wasn't fazed by it. She's like, I didn't do anything wrong. And they're saying, we're watching the register and you didn't scan such and such item. And then the policeman comes in, or security guard comes in. She's like, what, and then my internet cut out. So I don't know what happened with the story, but you can't fault people if they're if they honestly make a mistake, but there's so much rampant violence. I'm going to share something that, and this is not good and reflective on Augusta, but in this area, it's not necessarily Augusta, but I was on Kaz's, a couple of their streams, I popped in there when my internet was working, and they said there was a Walgreens here locally. I think it was locally. And they said a woman, and this is disgusting, y'all, so be pre-warned, but a lady shit in a bag and threw the bag on the floor and just, I guess, ran out the store or whatever. And then they closed the entire Walgreens down. There's this guy's like, we're closing down. Y'all all have to leave. And they're like, what's going on? And there's some crazy people out there doing crazy shit. No pun intended, but I don't know where that takes us. I just don't know. So, I guess it's eating cats and dogs. I don't know.
It's the Democrats, man.
I don't know about that necessarily. I think it's just crazy.
All Democrat stuff taught right there.
There used to be a short bus for a reason.
It's Democrats. They're the short bus inventors. Nah, my dad said he just blames everything on Democrats. Even if he knows they're not the Democrats, he just blames it on Democrats.
I don't know where we're going with that story. So I don't have a follow-up.
You were telling it.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I don't know where I was taking it. That doesn't mean just because we're going on a journey. I didn't say you'd like it. And anyway, so what else is going on? What's going on in the world of action figures, collecting and stuff.
Well, I got 2 emails that my HasLabs are coming soon. The Giant Man from Marvel Legends HasLab and the Dragonfly from G.I. Joe Classified.
The
They're coming
Dragonfly.
within 20 days of each other.
You're getting the Dragonfly delivered, huh?
It's going to ship out on October 24th, is what the email said.
Ooh,
What's
that's
your
my dad's
plan?
birthday.
What's your plan
Well,
for it?
I don't know yet.
He's
Ooh.
gonna break it and smash it on
It'll be
video.
like Hulk smash, and I'm gonna throw it on the
What do you
ground.
mean? What's your plan for it?
Well, you're gonna open it
You know,
up.
I'm gonna take it to the bathroom, and
No, you're gonna like have some candlelight and some wine, and
we're gonna have long walks on the beach.
there you go. Just you in
It's
the dark
Bullwinkle.
night.
He got one to keep in box and one to open up.
Bull
No,
got
I
seven.
only got one this time,
Ah,
and I'm definitely gonna open it
Oh.
up. Yeah,
Oh, there you go.
and
So
I only
you're-
got one. I only got one Rattler too.
did you get 2 Eternias?
No, I did not. That would have been insane.
Ed, he got 2 Eternias.
I got 3. One
Ah,
just because.
Hey, caveman told his birthday's coming up soon, this month, and I asked him what he wanted for his birthday, and he sent me a link of what to buy, and so I was gonna immediately go and buy it and have it shipped to his house, and he's like, well, I don't know what it was. I've got the link, but he said he's like, don't do that now. I don't have a mailbox. It blew away.
Oh,
hey,
shit.
motherfucking,
Does he got his power back?
No, he does not, and yeah, that's why. Yeah, he's
Is he in
he-
Augusta also?
he is not. No, he's in more southwestern Georgia, so he's more towards.
Okay.
Well, we got smacked like really bad. We got a direct freaking hit, but he was in the path of it too. The eastern eye wall like just brushed his city, the worst part of it. But yeah, he said, man, he's got like his fences down in the back, so his dogs, he has to take them out one by one on a leash and all that, and they don't like that. And he said it's pine tree. They have a lot of pine trees there, and they're snapped. They're all over the place, and that's why I said I'll go down there and help you. I don't know how much help I'll be,
For
but
storms, pine trees are the worst, man.
well, that's a lot of what we got up here too. And like literally one street over, the older portion of where I live, it's a newer development, but just a lot of the little trees that are like mid-sized, they just come right out the ground, just roots and everything.
hey, Ed,
And
pine trees are not natural to that area.
are they? Yeah, I don't know where they're natural to, but they're not natural to me because I don't like them. The sap suckers.
Yeah, they're natural over in like the forest over here. Well, I don't think that there's pine trees. Kurt, is there pine trees in fucking Michigan?
Hell yeah.
We have
Yeah.
pine trees. They're all in my backyard.
Like sequoias and shit, or what?
We have
Redwood?
types.
No, probably not.
Do you know what they,
All I know is we naturally have had pines here forever. Before
But yeah,
before
like
we were even here.
down.
But we've had our logging industry like cut down like a billion oaks, and then they replace them with pines because pines grow fast.
See, we had in Savannah a lot of those live oaks and those real old, like 200-year-old live oaks. And when those things fall, they kill you, or they'll demolish a house, they'll demolish a car.
Yeah.
We even drove.
Worse.
Yeah. And like I can remember 2015 when it was Hurricane Matthew came through there. We had a National Guard armory, and so you had about a length of a football field that was an empty field in front of it. And when they got all the debris in the city, they piled it up there, and it was I don't know 50 feet tall. I don't know height, but it was like there for months, and they just like big pile of trees, and they were everywhere, man. Because on the islands and all that stuff.
M3. M3. I just Googled it. In North Carolina alone, there are 8 types of pine trees that are native to North Carolina.
cool.
So there's multiple types of pine trees that are native to certain areas.
Wow. You know, when they grow really close, all their roots are intertangled. And one of the biggest organisms on the planet are the Aspen Mountains trees, because they're all fucking linked with their root system and they're all alive. Isn't that crazy?
Well, the California redwoods are that way, right?
Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
They
we
claim
got
that there's something
We
that
got
there's something to touch in the tree, like and feeling that energy through
So you're
that.
talking about
And
feeling on the wood there? In
Yeah,
the
we
bark?
got-
Is that
we
what you're
got-
saying?
We got something.
only in your mouth, Ed. Only in your mouth.
And
We got something
It's
similar
face.
to the
The
redwood.
redwoods are based
You
off
won't
the
laugh.
humanoids, dude.
I'm sorry, Ed. I'm just kidding.
It's
Stop
okay.
talking.
Only in your hand.
hey, remember Bull during the debate? Hey, Bull, remember during the debate you were all shh, just kidding.
I did say shh to somebody.
Hey, I did want to say it like 5 times, but I was like, nope, not. I'm just gonna mute myself and try and listen. But it did good. Everybody fucking did pretty good. But there's sometimes,
Somebody said Jeremy.
yeah. Hey,
That was me.
yeah.
Of all people, that was me.
Hey, Jeremy's birthday's on the 16th. When is Digital Caveman's?
I think it's the 20th. I'm not sure. I'll find out.
Nice.
October 20th. Okay.
My sister's is actually on Halloween. I'm scared of her.
I got a friend named Kenny. His birthday's on Halloween, the 31st. Hey, this year Halloween falls on a Thursday, so I took Friday off. So I'll have Thursday, come home from work, drink some beer, pass out razor blades, candy, fucking wake up and have Friday off, Saturday, Sunday off. Don't have to be back till fucking November 1st and shit, right?
Prophet,
November 1st.
do you have trick or treating in the mines there
Real holidays.
for the kids?
No, fuck that. They don't need candy. That's a terrible habit to develop.
That's a pagan. That's a
Oh, you
pagan
have-
ritual.
So you have a dental program for them? Is that it? They
No, that's why I don't give them candy. If I had a dental
Oh, okay.
program, they can have all they want. But
No,
I
fuck
there's-
that.
really wish we had trick or treaters in my neighborhood, but we don't. My neighborhood has like 50 homes, and I'd probably say 35 of the homes are established with older couples that are retired.
So
It's been here because the development's been here
just,
since 1999.
We just make the kids prop their heads in this little like rest thing, like when you get an eye exam, and then we pressure wash the inside of their mouth once before they go to bed every night.
well, me and Curtis have an announcement. We dressed each other.
Oh God, they're having a baby.
We're having a
They're
baby.
having a baby.
We got the same hats on, so
Kurt got Ed pregnant, dude.
yeah.
Yeah, Ed and Kurt has an announcement. They're having a
Yeah.
baby.
Hey,
We're having a
Ed's
baby.
giving
It's-
Ed's giving anal birth.
What the heck?
Just like a liberal.
Oh no, I'm getting someone else to do it for me.
Yeah, that's more like it. And then when they do it, then
I'm
demonize
outsourcing
them
it.
and tell them that you didn't allow them to do it. I didn't allow you to do that.
I am outsourcing it. Yeah.
Shoot, I'll try anal birth.
Oh, fuck that. Okay.
God.
On that note, I'm out of here, guys. You guys are-
Guys,
Now,
He's in
Yeah, I
Same
can't
chat.
say I blame you, Curtis.
now you're leaving.
Later, guys. Have a good night.
that occurred.
Are you being serious? All right. yeah.
Oh man, I ran them off. Well, I didn't mean to scare them off. There's only room for one Star Wars hat.
Yeah, you got on the dark side there, Ed, with that anal talk you were doing.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah,
Freaked me out a little bit too.
that's great.
Like M3 said, don't knock it till you try it.
Oh my God.
Yeah, somebody said that
Was you.
I think it was Bull. You said that avatar that I have, where the girl's bending over in that movie, she's wearing a pink skirt. You said that the dude.
It is a dude. Prophet
Ed
said
are
it
like-
was too.
Me and Ed are like, it's fine. Bunch of California liberals over here.
Yeah, well,
Lord.
you can't really tell.
Ed and me are going camping because Ed don't tell. dude.
Oh shit.
Yeah, he wants to.
M3 and
that's why
Ed's
he's
going
talking
camping.
about- He wants to go broke back in the woods.
Wait,
Boy,
no, that's too far. All right, let's not go there, Ed. Okay.
Ed, we're never coming back to your show.
No one ever
Like,
does.
good.
No, I'm just playing. That's what happens when we don't have content to talk about. Like, it just goes gay, religion, or fucking politics. That's it.
Gay religious
In that
politics. There you go. In
Let's
that
talk
order.
about toys.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
how about that? Not those type of toys.
There's some really good pre-orders on Big Bad Toy Store. They're doing that 40th anniversary shit, bro. Oh wait, 25th anniversary. Yeah.
Yes.
And there, did anybody enter their contest it seems pretty simple. Why do you collect and send us a video? I was gonna do it, and I was gonna have Marky edit it, but I was like, I don't want.
I did get that Crimson Guard, the two brothers, man. I did get that. The O-rings, the Tomax and Zaymont.
Oh, right on. I like a bunch of the stuff they have out right now. It's really fucking cool.
I like a bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
I do.
They got Toys have been bombarding me with all their pre-order stuff, dude.
Yeah, they do.
What's on your pre-order? What's the top 3 on your pre-order right now, Pops?
Shit. Well, I just got this right here. I mean, been getting a bunch of Godzilla shit. The big old.
Oh, your back screen is not showing it.
Yeah.
You have to put it towards your chest and let your shirt hide the green screen in the back.
Oh, is that Mothra?
No, it's like
Who's
the big Muto from the first movie from 2014. The Queen.
Oh my gosh, Mothra's a moth. That's right. This guy's a big like insect-looking thing.
And then I got fucking this right here from fucking
Mecha.
the SH Freakworks, the Mogera.
Are you? So you're a huge Godzilla fan? You like that?
No.
Okay, I didn't know
Not
that.
at all.
Is that Hillary?
Hey, that's it's Grimlock, bro.
Right?
That's Hillary.
Well, none at all, man. None at all.
That's nice.
I like
That's
some Godzilla too.
That's an original Godzilla. Look at that motherfuckers. When he used to come on after Price is Right.
Right here.
Click the like button. Like
What up,
it.
Kurt?
Bye, Kurt. Is that NECA?
No, this is SH Freakworks. The 75.
I have one just like that. It looks like it's NECA. I mean, they look like twin brothers right now.
Yeah. No, I got the NECA one too. It's pretty tight. But this is the SH one.
Hey, Pops has them standing from the tallest all the way down to the smallest, or at least he did last time I was
No,
there.
it's by the year.
Show.
It's by the year.
That's great, man.
Yeah, I got them slotted by the year, like progression of the suits.
Hey, he also has that fucking.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Oh, yeah.
That's the 75?
I think it might be.
That looks like a 90 something. Like
No, this is
89?
it's either late 60s or early 70s.
Isn't that bottom of his foot?
Nope, doesn't say.
They sure used to do that shit, right? What about his crotch?
Really?
Like, no, for real. Like, they'll put it on his tail.
Are you getting a magnifying glass out there?
Prophet, that might be the 89, the Biolante version.
It might be. Of course,
Because I got that one too. I think
look at Batman's looking over your shoulder, dude.
What now?
Look like Batman was looking over your shoulder. He was like, "Yes, that's it. 1989
Wow.
Godzilla. Might be the 90.
Is it Batman?
I don't know. Just saying."
I really hate that NECA doesn't do them anymore.
Yeah, no, I used to like the NECA ones too. I had a whole.
I
still have.
I have like 3 or 4 of them.
They're pretty solid. I like them.
They're not bad, man.
I got like everyone that came out with.
Oh, do you? And
Yeah,
what
they're
was
pretty
that? It was
solid.
like 11? Was it like 11 of them or something?
Yeah, the only ones I didn't keep was the repaints, like the Biolante green effect and the Electro fucking 90 something.
Yeah.
The Mechagodzilla 3 one with the electricity burn on them.
I mean, the tail was great, dude.
Did you ever pick up one of those, the skull crawlers?
No, I only have 3 of them, and I bought them right when I bought the Godzillas right when NECA lost the license to make it, and I saw them all the time when I toy hunt for like 3 or 4 years. Man, it was overloaded with NECA Godzilla everywhere, and then right when NECA lost it and they weren't going to make them anymore, they started disappearing from the stores quick. And I just grabbed them when I saw them, and I just saw 3 of them. That was it. I was like, I got to keep these. And I have 2 sealed, and I opened up one. And this is the one I opened because it reminds me of the Godzilla I knew as a kid.
Yeah. That's tight. That's cool. I love me some Godzilla.
Hey, Godzilla always had an upright stance and kind of like a puppy dog face. And then when they came out with the Matthew Broderick fucking Godzilla. It changed him to more of an iguana type.
Like a
It's still-
dinosaur type
Yeah.
deal.
It was still okay, but from
I
that
did
point,
not like
that's when
that
they
one.
started making different renditions, all the way up
Yeah,
until the last one that came out. Pops was the one was it?
That was
Godzilla.
man, that was a really good movie. Godzilla 1.
Yeah, it was great. I watched
Yeah,
it
I
twice.
Oh yeah, no, that
I
shit
did
was
too.
bad.
I did too, M3. I might have watched it 3 times.
I haven't
Yeah.
opened that one yet because I'm trying to do like some special train setup.
I think you mean Godzilla -1.
Mhm.
Yes, that's correct, Prophet.
This one
Thank
right
you.
here.
Thanks, Prophet.
That was a good movie. I watched
Look
that
at
one.
that, man.
That's the poster.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
That's badass.
Did you watch
that's a
it?
great movie, man. I
That's
like how they
You had
thought
to read it.
it just wasn't about Godzilla. It was actually about that
The
guy
storyline is
and,
dope.
and,
The
and what
storyline-
Godzilla did to him
That
for
guy that
fucking
had-
30 years.
I know is like, that poor guy was like tortured by Godzilla.
Tortured by Godzilla.
His whole
Like,
life.
dude,
Never
did that
died. He
shit-
just,
they
Godzilla
did
took
that-
everything he loved.
Exactly. They did that shit on like $10 million. And the effects look so good, man. And the
Yeah.
story is great.
Yeah,
And,
that was a good story. I was like, damn, I was blown away. I was like, shit.
Yeah.
they did it.
I'm not a major Godzilla
They did
fan.
it.
I mean,
Hey,
I'm
you're
a
right,
fan,
Pops.
but
They did it.
I love that.
I liked
Yeah.
it a lot too.
Yeah,
They took it off of Amazon. It was on Amazon for a while. Now it wasn't on there. I tried to look for it maybe a month ago to watch it, and it wasn't on there.
It's on Netflix. I want to say Netflix got the black and white version and the regular.
Oh, I wouldn't mind watching it in black and white.
I like that the Godzilla Kong, the newer one, but that very last one kind of just it seemed like it's getting a little ridiculous. Where he had the Kong had the freaking
The biometrics and shit.
the
bionic
claw,
robot.
whatever.
The robot arm. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm like, are we Transformers now? What's happening here? It's getting a little bit out there, but
It's following the toy line and shit where they go all crazy.
yeah.
I didn't mind the movie, but I hear what you're saying. But I don't know enough lore to know what was good or not good. I was like, oh, it's good visuals, looks good, that's cool.
Yeah.
But
I think when it comes to Godzilla and King Kong, you can't really follow the lore because it's all over the fucking place. You just have to like what's in front of you or not like what's in front of you, right?
Yeah, you kind of just take it for what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you try to like do like a lore thing or fact check that, you're gonna be disappointed.
Yeah, you
Fact
will, man.
check.
You just, either you like what's present that you're
Yeah.
watching, or you don't. That's
Yeah.
it.
What's interesting is with Godzilla -1, they really were focusing on the people, and it's kind of like Godzilla happened to be in there, and they do the same thing with Michael Bay did with Transformers, but it didn't work for Transformers. In Transformers, we just want to see the Transformers, and the people need to be not a main
Work for that Godzilla movie, Dad. You're right.
Yeah, it's weird, but
And I think that might have been the first time they've ever focused on the human side of somebody in the Godzilla movie, right?
as far as I know,
Even over the Matthew Broderick one.
yeah,
They
I didn't
tried,
like
they
the
tried it kind of with him, but
The metric, if what I remember about that is you saw the big foot. It was like, it felt like a tease the whole time. And I think you saw Godzilla. at
all
one
I
point.
remember now is P. Diddy's song for it.
Oh God, I'd forgotten that. Why bring that back?
what's the
Damn.
song? What is it?
His damn
Oh, is that when he did
Godzilla
Kashmir?
song he did. Yeah, he
He's-
redid Kashmir in that Godzilla song. That's right. That Led
Yeah,
Zeppelin
he sure
song.
did.
The
Damn.
dun-dun-dun-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. What?
Yeah, that's it. Yep. That was
Yep.
P. Diddy. He redid that Kashmir song from Led
Is it
Zeppelin.
good?
Diddler, man, the Diddler did it.
Is it good, Bull?
Unfortunately, I hate to say this, but it is a good song. It's good.
Okay,
I like it,
I'll
but-
check it out. Yeah.
It was like Kid Rock doing the Sweet Home Alabama song, but he kind of like made it his own.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I mean, that song was all over every trailer that they ever played on TV or online. It was the theme song to that movie. M3, you had to have heard it.
I'm sure I have. I didn't know. Maybe I don't know. Yeah.
And Zeppelin don't let a lot of people use their music, It's
Oh,
like, so
no.
that was
Really,
that
yeah.
surprised me that was there. Like Immigrant Song, that's forever going to be Thor. When
It's
he's
always going to be Thor. That
Hey,
is
from
such
this
a
point on.
beautiful song and a
And
beautiful
it's a
scene.
The one that
perfect.
goes, that one.
Even the mythology behind the song,
Yeah,
works
it
perfectly
mentions
with
all. It talks all about it. Yep,
it. Does
definitely.
it does? Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that was
Spot
way
on.
written back.
When his
in-
dad's like, "Are you the god of
Yeah.
hammers?"
He wrote that
Yeah.
shit a long time ago.
I was
I
like,
mean, except for
"Damn."
But you know, really, Thor is the god. He's not really the god of thunder. He's really technically the god of lightning.
He really
You
is
know?
the god of lightning. Thunder is just the sound it makes when he's
Yeah.
fucking electrocuting everybody.
Yeah, I always
Lightning?
love that in Avengers when Loki said, "What are you
Thunder?
scared of? A little lightning?" He's like, "Well, I'm not fond of what comes after."
Yeah.
I love that line.
Yeah, I
Oh,
love
man.
that scene. That's probably my favorite scene out of every MCU movie they did in 10 years. That fucking Thor song with that immigrant song. Thor with that immigrant song in that scene.
Yeah.
That's my favorite shit. The only thing that might be there is the beginning of Guardians of the Galaxy with Star-Lord. I like
Hey,
that shit too.
what about the beginning of motherfucking Iron Man and shit? Fucking that shit.
No, if I was gonna say Iron Man,
I
Go ahead.
remember
I
was
Iron Man.
when they were fighting, when Thor shows up and then him and Iron Man go toe to toe. I remember just loving that shit in the theater, and it still kind of gives me chills, you know.
Yeah, he got amped up with the thunder, with the lightning. He fucking gave him a supercharge.
I
Like,
wanted
Yeah,
on
and he's like-
record,
and he goes-
Ed loves to shit in the theater.
Pee Wee Herman,
I did.
mother Falcon, you.
Oh shit! Yeah, or Bruce was saying the freaking roof or
Ed
something.
goes to the theater with
Spelling.
Pee Wee Herman.
What the-
Yeah, we have a
He's
special.
like, "What are you
scene,
doing?"
man.
You're like, "You know what I'm doing. What are you doing? You know what I'm doing."
And M3 is
I'm
usually
here
sitting
too.
between us.
I whisper,
But,
I whisper in your guys' ears. Do it
No,
again.
but seriously, like Bruce was saying on Kaz on their
They do it
stream,
on each other.
Yeah, touch him here,
he was
All right,
saying,
Ed, you do your thing on him,
Ed. You
and
promise.
Pee Wee Herman, do your thing on Ed.
It's a phone.
I do have a Pee Wee Herman laugh, unfortunately.
Oh, shit.
But like the roof of the theater fell in or something. And that's what Bruce was saying when he was watching something. Like,
Oh yeah, that's what Vance
like the
brought up
locals.
tonight. Yeah,
Yeah, so-
there was a grandma and two daughters, and the roof fell in, and he said that he's like, "That's terrible. It's absolutely terrible. They lost their lives."
Did they die? I
Yeah,
didn't hear that. Oh, holy crap! Yeah, because we lost like 3 or 4 people.
Yeah, they were on top of their roof. Water was rushing by them like a fucking raging river, and the roof fell in, and it was a grandma and 2 children. Of course, they died.
it
What
sucks.
was that?
It sucks. Hey,
They were
but
swept away and probably destroyed immediately. It was horrific, you know.
Oh, cool.
I think California has earthquakes that we haven't witnessed since the Bay Area of 1989 when the Bay
Northridge,
Bridge collapsed. Right, the Bay Bridge collapsed in like
the Bay Bridge.
The baby, we
90,
don't dies, we multiply. We
Yeah.
babies.
You
We-
forgot about Alcatraz.
90 people died, maybe 90 people died, but they were still going through all the rubbish, and
And the
the
fire.
radios were still on. It was terrible. But
And then when Magneto moved that bridge in X3, yeah.
What the-
well,
Golden
we haven't
Gate.
had anything. We haven't had anything big over here.
You know what
Or-
pisses me off about that film? You have the scene where they're about to they move the bridge, right? And it's freaking daylight. The very next scene, it's pitch freaking black.
What
I'm
movie?
like, continuity X3, the last
No,
stand.
it
X-Men,
was,
the
it was
last
only
stand.
black because of what was going on with the mutants and shit at that instant to do all that. I think.
No, I
is
mean
the
it's
reason
like
why.
literally went from one frame to the next, and it give me Twilight or something to that. It went straight from like daylight to darkness. I think it was a continuity error there.
Yeah.
But
If the world ends, I want it to go like 2012, the movie with fucking
No,
John
I did
Cusack.
not want that to happen.
Yeah, John Cusack, and I want to be the
As-
one in the
as long
airplane.
as it's
going,
not like Moonfall, which was terrible.
Moonfall is okay. Moonfall is okay, but stupid. Yeah.
I was disappointed, man. I thought it was gonna be some good.
I thought it was going to be good too.
Yeah, and I was like, what the hell? Oh hell no.
A Deep Impact. Fucking.
I like Deep Impact.
Deep Impact, it was good. I did.
Yeah,
like
that's
that.
with Morgan Freeman, right?
Yeah.
It wasn't
Yeah.
as good as the other one.
Oh, that one.
Armageddon.
Oh,
Armageddon was
Yeah, Armageddon
fine.
was good.
And they
Hey,
had
If
Ben
they would've come out
Affleck.
two different separate times, it would have been dope. But I mean, they were.
They had Bruce Willis, Ben Affleck. They had
Yeah.
fucking what's his
Steve
name's
Buscemi.
daughter. Who's
Yeah,
the guy?
all of them.
Who's the daughter?
Oh,
Daughter of
Liv Tyler.
Liv Tyler.
yeah.
Yeah.
Bull, you know,
Like,
you
you couldn't
and
compete
MV get
against
together
that.
and sing, I don't want to miss a thing.
Yeah, you can't. And they had that video, that music video. You couldn't
Oh,
compete
God,
with
yeah.
that shit. That Armageddon waxed it just because of what I just said.
No, I
Wax.
know.
She said, "Oh yeah."
Waxed on, wax off. Y'all know.
But I thought I always thought Tia Leone was pretty hot in Deep Impact and some other things she did.
In
I liked her. She's
deep
yeah.
impact.
Which one, Fiona? Who?
Tia
Which one?
Leone, that was the one that was the reporter. The main, and her dad was seeing the other lady and the mom. She was the main character in that. Well, one of the main characters
In Armageddon?
No. In Deep Impact.
Yeah, that's the liberal version.
Tia Leone. I know she's.
Yeah, she was the reporter, Jenny or whatever, and she was exposing the Morgan Freeman thing, and she thought he was having an affair. It was actually the code name for the project for
Yes, that's what it
asteroid
was.
coming. Yeah,
Okay.
It wasn't bad. Deep Impact wasn't bad. I
No,
like.
that was fun.
They were just, for whatever reason, they decided in Hollywood to make two films that were fucking identical and just named them something different, which
They
was
always
ironically
do
weird.
that. That's not
Yeah.
new.
No,
And
I
I'm
mean,
not
look
saying
at,
it's
look,
new,
at,
but
look at Volcano and Dante's Peak came out the same year.
You're
yeah,
right.
but that was after Deep
Came out
Impact.
the same year.
I think all these are after Deep Impact and Armageddon. I think they
Whatever.
After
started.
that was Deeper Impact.
Keep talking. Don't ever let anyone else get away.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Go ahead,
it's
Prophet.
fine, man. It is what it is.
It is what it is. People that say it is what it is, there's a deeper side to why they say it.
They say it because they're irritated to the point they don't care.
You could deal with other people's fucking retardedness. Is that what you're saying?
I'm glad it's not me getting all upset.
Ed, I'd like to see you upset. I don't think I've ever seen
Oh,
you.
you don't want to see me upset.
Do you throw a crayon or what?
You don't like me angry. You would like me angry. I'll throw a what?
A crayon?
I don't know what that is. I will get upset and write your congressman. Don't you stand on my lawn? Damn kids, get off my lawn. Where's my Geritol?
That's great. That's great.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Hey, man, that grass wasn't easy to grow.
But it was easy to smoke, wasn't it, M3?
Yes. Oh shit.
You know, I think that's probably
Easy to
what I
mow,
need.
too.
I think if I just smoke a little grass, maybe I'll stop being such an ass.
Profit. Let's
You
see
should-
that.
you
see that
instead should
avatar,
smoke some
Profit.
ass.
Come on, Reagan.
Be like, Jeremy's a bad influence. He's like, come on, who's smoking, bitches? Come on, everybody smoke, you fucking pussy. I'm like, Jeremy, I just smoked. He's like, I don't give a fuck. Do it again. Okay.
I just want to make sure it's okay for me to talk. Did anybody object?
No, go ahead.
Thank you.
Yeah, go
I
right
always-
ahead,
I
toddler.
always object.
Profit. Stop.
I want y'all to kiss and make.
I'm trying to be nice. I'm trying to be nice.
I know it's hard.
I object.
I'm really trying. I'm fucking trying, Ed. I'm really
Thank you
trying,
for
Ed.
trying. Thank you for trying.
I don't think you are. I
He's
think
like-
I mean, I know I am. I'm actually this being
For the
funny
last
with people.
hour, I've watched you like go out of your way to poke the liberal bear every chance you get.
I do that to Ed, being funny, but Ed understands that and is okay with it.
Mm.
Ed, shout out Ed. Ed,
Shout out
Ed.
What are you
Ed.
doing?
What
Was
are
he
you
playing
doing?
with a Pokeball?
That's a Pokemon. Yeah, the Pokemon.
It looks like a Pokemon. Oh, it was. Okay.
It is Pokemon.
It's a Pokeball.
It's a Pokeball.
A Pikachu. Barbazar. Oh no, wait. Bulbasaur.
I choose you, we did you.
Shut up, Kurt. Don't look. Don't look at what I'm doing. Don't look.
What the hell? Jeez. Good God.
So Ed, how do you feel about a live stream on your channel that's basically degraded into a Billy Madison movie?
Sorry.
It's more views than I
Can't
usually
believe you would
get.
do that, Embry. It's so weird.
And it's
If y'all didn't
Tuesday,
show up,
man.
I was going to be really sad. Y'all made my night, so I'm happy. I was fucking Jones,
you,
and
Ed.
I've had no freaking internet. It's been like intermittent 4G, and I'm like sitting in the car trying to charge my thing. I can't charge my laptop,
Yeah.
and because I don't have the freaking plug, and nobody's got the plug, and nobody's got gas, and they're running the gas out in the car. And it's crazy.
Say, real talk, Ed. How many hours were you out of electricity?
I've been out of electric. I got it back I woke up at about 11:30. Well, 7:30, we didn't have it. And I woke up about 11:30 and it just happened to realize it was on.
Okay.
So we got it probably about 10:30 this morning. I was out since last Thursday night or Friday.
Oh, wow.
What?
Yeah.
So that's
Yeah.
what, like 80 some hours. That's a long time, right? How many hours is
Uh,
that?
I'm not doing math. This is a
Yeah.
math-free podcast.
All right, M3, go.
Hey, Ed, well, we talked
Yeah.
to Ed before Thursday or after Thursday. I thought we talked to you on Saturday.
No.
Y'all-
He
y'all
was
did-
on.
well-
he was in chat,
ahead.
so it was it. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
I was
You
'cause I
ditched
couldn't-
us. You ditched us and didn't watch movie night with us. And
No,
you
the
left
thing is-
and watched something else.
all I freaking had was my phone.
got
My
Ed, dude.
laptop
He
died.
was
Yeah.
moonlighting.
Hold
Ed
on, these
was
are my
moonlighting.
excuses, and I'll stand and by them.
Ed was cheating on us, and
Yeah,
I
he
talked
was.
to you, Ed, and I
He
I
told
was
him.
hanging out with.
Hey,
I was
I
hanging
got
in
the
the
hurricane over here. I'm gonna sneak over here,
I said,
and
hey guys,
Oh,
Ed's
man.
cheating on y'all. He's over
Horrible.
at Kaz's right now.
it's basically your show, Ed, and you left us, man.
I'd rather laugh with the sinners than die with the saints. The sinners are much more.
All right, so
fun.
that's a long time on Real Talk, Ed. That's Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, into halfway Monday or
Yep.
early
Well,
Monday.
they told us.
Well,
they told
half
us.
Monday.
They told us we wouldn't get it. Georgia Power sent me a thing that said
Tuesday?
Saturday
Okay.
Saturday October 5th, 11:45 p.m., which is basically
wow.
Sunday. And then
Yeah.
they surprised the shit out of us. But like we went on the road and we had to go all the way to some place called Shalom or
So
something.
they
like
under promised and over delivered. That was nice.
Yeah, that's the only time they did because then they while we had done a Walmart order in like Monroe, which is basically like halfway to Atlanta. We hit I-20 and just headed west. And when we got there, it's like nothing ever happened. And it was a sunshiny day, busy ass Walmart. And on the way there, they canceled our order. We're like, oh well, crap. And
That's
then,
okay. You still probably got everything you needed when you got
but-
there, right?
Yeah, we did. We got a shitload of water, and then we brought it back here and filled the tubs up. And yeah, and while we were gone, this is the thing that pissed me off about the mayor, Democrat. Anyway, he said, y'all need to stop these days ago. Y'all need to stop these rumors about us cutting the water off because we are not cutting the water off. So then the next day we get on the road, like I said, and then we're halfway there, and then the water's cut off. And they said, oh, the water will be out for 24 to 48 hours. And then when it comes back, we're under a 72-hour boil your water. You can bait shit.
Boil
but you
your
get
water?
fucking-
That's protocol. That's 48 to 72
It is.
hours for most everybody.
And
yeah.
so I was a little ticked about it, but then I saw one of this news conference, and I'm only getting bits and pieces of stuff because my phone dies or my battery pack dies, and or the internet drops off. Which we didn't have phones for about half a day the other day ago. So anyway, they said on there that the intakes or whatever to the water plant had so much debris it clogged it up, and then that stopped the water from processing, and then they had to shut it all down anyway and clear it all out. And they brought in the National
Then
Guard.
they have to test it and make sure there's no chemicals or bacteria
Exactly.
in it, and
You
that's
drink
that's
it.
the
I'm
major
not-
thing.
And they brought in about I don't know, it was 100, if that might have been less than that, National Guard to literally clear the trees off the highway. Because we have a lot of highways up here.
Yeah.
But there's many roads, like there's a place called Grovetown. It's right down the street. And it's a really nice, cute little town. And
If you
they
clear the
have-
highways, you can get goods in, right?
Exactly. Yeah. And so then they had that, you got all these, you see all these damn pine trees and other trees leaning on poles. The poles are snapped. I saw a metal pole that was like contorted like that
Yeah.
And then you see like the, the wires, and then they're like somebody chopped the pole off in the center and it just falls down and all the wires are dangling. We drove over, we didn't mean to, but we were going to this place called Thompson, which is about 45 miles up the road, and kind of went the back roads, and you're riding all over these wires down everywhere. And
That's
just,
crazy.
and you can see where they just cut the tree enough so cars could get by.
Yeah.
But there's like massive trees everywhere. And they said it today. It'll take months to clear.
They had to cut that power to those exposed wires as well, though.
They did, and there was one high tension wire. Now the caveman told me, he said down where he lives, Verizon's got to repair one of their towers, so that's why he doesn't really have internet. And here, I think I've heard stories from Kaz's channel, them talking about looting going on here, and one of those nights there's a Super Kroger right down the street from us, got everything, the kind that sells t-shirts and everything else, and has a whole cheese store inside of there, which is awesome.
Yeah.
And
probably have a bar, you get a beer.
I don't think this one has one, but I've seen some that do, which is kind of cool, which is
People
weird. Let's
do
go hang out at Kroger's.
They'll take advantage of the situation.
But they had they were closed, and they had the people inside the store that work in there. And I guess because they probably had to throw all that grocery stuff. Because I've been at Walmart before when we had to throw out tons of all the groceries, after the generators go down after a while. Mm-hmm. And one time I worked at a Division I store, which is not a super center, smaller than that. And we didn't have any. We had some couple freezers, only like 2 aisles of them, and it was like basic frozen stuff. And we had to throw all that stuff out, and it's that stuff just.
Walmart don't be caring though; they'll throw their shit away.
Yeah, I know. Well, the thing is, so
to them, they just recover.
According to Bruce on their channel, he's like at the Kroger. He's like, they left a pallet of charcoal out there and said people were driving up and just grabbing bags and driving off of charcoal. So,
for sure.
And there was some other looting going on. Yeah, I think Queen Bee might have been talking about some of that too. The stuff they saw. I don't know, but I caught bits and pieces from their stream and all that. But man, I've never been so bored out of my mind. I was reading Darth Plagueis again, so I got to start reading that book again.
Glad you're okay, man. Honestly.
Yeah. Like I've got family in Savannah, and everybody's okay. And up here, I mean, I have like zero damage except the people behind me. Their pine trees fell. Just had 2 pine trees, and then of course it knocks the fence down, and the fence isn't really mine. There's like not a fence for my yard, so it's like all my neighbors are my fences, and so the backside is out, so I can't let the dog stay out there too long because he'll run off. And but
we only had power outage for about 8 hours. It went out like 8:30 a.m. that morning.
Whereabouts are you at?
5:30. In the Charlotte area, North Carolina, where the Panthers play. Lake Norman area. It's a little bit north, to a man-made lake that they have up here. Duke Energy built the lake.
Yeah. Yes. He said Lake Norman, so send the chopper. Okay. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, they still can't find me. I'm in an underground bunker.
Sorry about those
I know you
choppers.
did. Wait, there's other 2 guys you sent. You noticed they didn't come back.
So if anybody goes underground,
somebody said they ran off and got married.
They get married.
But anyway, yeah, it's just, it's just weird, man. I'm from Savannah. I should be used to this, but up here they did not expect the storm to do what it did, and they were totally caught with their pants down. It was just like, it's like being in a freeze.
They'll catch people off guard. It'll be like stronger than what they think it is.
Yeah.
Those good old
but the thing about it is, it really wasn't catching people off guard. Catching people off guard is typically people that they say, hey, we think this thing's going to be pretty damn big through here, so we recommend you leave or get shit together. That's catching people off guard.
We didn't get like
they didn't even project it to go there.
Exactly.
That's the difference. That happened in North Carolina in the mountains. We've never had a hurricane hit the fucking mountains of North Carolina.
But the thing about that is
there was here too, same shit.
Like the whole like, because I like following meteorology. Like the front that came down there, it started raining, so y'all already had like a foot up there in the mountains, because that stuff goes against those mountains. That moisture comes in like from the south, and it doesn't go over. It like hits the mountains and falls in, and so y'all already had almost like a damn foot of rain, and then that whole front what drew the hurricane northward and all that, because it gets between the high pressure systems and it kind of finds the path of least resistance. So it came up through Florida, and then the moisture got pulled. Like the rain we started getting was days before it even hit, because like that's what happens. Those things spin off a bunch of energy, and it just goes, and that went like north towards us and to you guys. So it kept reinforcing the rain that y'all were getting. And
hey, in the mountains of North Carolina, it was like God came through and just changed everything, dude. The whole landscape.
There's a place that
He's like, oh, there's roads. Oh, you thought that was a river? That's not a river. This is the river.
Yeah,
there's not a road there.
I think it's called Chimney Rock.
Chimney Rock, yeah, Ed. I've been going to Chimney Rock my whole life. I just took my family, my 3 kids there last year. My kids had never been. We went up, we walked up to the thing, we got up to the Chimney Rock where they have the American flag. We looked over, we got pictures, we have them in our fucking house. Chimney Rock itself is a higher point that's not damaged, but the town that you walk around in that has the candy store, it's got the old general store, it's got the place you can buy, an Indian headgear or a cowboy fake gun or some moccasins, and then you have T-shirts, and then you have that type. It's a cool. All that shit's gone. It's all gone. It
kind of reminds me of Helene, Georgia. I know you've probably been through there.
I've heard of it. I've never been.
It's a German kind of theme town. They re-themed the town to German, so but it's really kind of cool. It has that feel, and they have like a Christmas shop in there, and you can walk across the bridge.
That type of shit.
It's so beautiful. And they got great waterfalls.
Or a place that goes and they only sell taffy, or they sell only brown.
Exactly. Yeah, there's like a general store there that has like all this quirky stuff. It's so cool.
Yes, that type of shit.
But there's a place there in Chimney Rock called Bubba O'Leary's, and that actually the O'Learys are kin to my family, so they're like cousins. So they owned that, and we just recently found out, because I found out from my other cousin who's in South Carolina, lives in South Carolina. He had just made the connection. He said, I've been there before to Chimney Rock, and he's like, I just found out like a month ago that our relatives own that store that had been there forever. And we didn't even know that at the time. And the store is gone now. It's completely gone.
It's all gone. Everything's gone.
The whole town
came through like a fucking crazy water storm that just destroyed everything and just rushed it down the mountain.
They said they had to redefine like what extreme flooding was in there. It was like some astronomical number. It was like, I don't know, 90 feet. I don't know how they measured it, to be honest, but it was like way off the scale. There's way off the scale.
It was taking a fucking 4,000-pound SUV and just throwing it down the mountain like it was a rag doll.
Yeah.
It was destroying houses like nobody's business. Just taking them up and throwing them down the mountain in water waves. Just boom. The bridges are destroyed. The roads are destroyed. The people can't get goods to themselves without having it flown in.
They're using freaking pack mules to get stuff up there, literally, because there's no roads. There's the whole highway system.
There's no roads.
And from what I understand, because me and my wife,
that's an hour and a half from me. Hour and a half for me.
Now, a little southwest, if I got my geography correct, is Gatlinburg and Pigeon Forge, which
that's in Tennessee.
That's where me and my wife had our honeymoon. So, but it's the destruction is like just a little northeast of that. But the road, like if you go a little south of that, the roads were like totally gone all the way up through North Carolina, that part of North Carolina. Because my friend who works for Marvel, he
what happened to Prophet? Did he leave?
Yeah, he was. When he's uninterested, he just leaves.
Oh, okay. He didn't give us a view.
God, I hope he's not mad at me. I thought he was mad at me.
It's his turn instead of mine.
He's always mad at me because I talk and he gets mad at me. I can't help it. I don't mean anything by it.
Man.
Boobs, 80.
What'd you say, Pops?
I said it's all your fault, man.
I know. Yeah. Damn you, Bullwinkle. Bad. I'm such a bad toy collector.
You're just winking it, dude.
Boobs, 80.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
Boobs 80.
We love y'all.
But that
what people can say what they want to, but I'm on like 4 or 5 fucking YouTube channels.
I think because we stopped talking about movies, man.
Let's talk about them.
Let's talk about them. I'm here for
That's horrible.
Let's talk about Predaking. That
Yeah.
thing's amazing. I'm gonna buy one right now. If somebody,
All right,
I'm gonna buy
Pops,
G1
tell us about
Predaking.
movies. What do you want to talk about?
No, I was kidding. I was fucking
I know.
Jin Bao Predaking.
no, fuck no. Kang's Toys is the best, dude. Honestly,
Is King Toys?
it's just
Okay,
fucking
yeah.
badass, dude. I have that thing. It's fucking so major. It sticks out like a sore thumb. You walk into the fucking room, you see that shit right away.
What? Who is it? What's it called?
Predaking by Kang's Toys. It's like nearly a baby kid.
Can
Tell-
you?
It's fucking-
Is that the one you have, M3?
No, tell him spell King for him.
Oh gosh.
C-A-N-G.
Hey y'all, I realize I missed too much.
C-A-N-G. Or just look at my channel on my little fucking what's it called? The short. It has
I love you,
on it.
Prophet.
Boom.
I'm glad to hear it's not about me, but I do miss you. I wish you would come back.
Oh.
Hey, my favorite fucking
Yeah, that's like the third time he's called me an egomaniac.
Hey Bull, look into
Every time I have to ask Siri what that means. Hey Siri, definition, egomaniac. And
Does
she
your
just
picture
shows a
come up next
picture
to
of me.
Trump's?
It's
No,
really
it's like-
weird. It's me and Trump.
In the flesh.
There you-
oh yeah. Hey, the Nemesis, the purple version of that same fucking Predaking looks dope, dude.
Yeah.
AM3, send me a link to that shit. And I will buy it tomorrow and have it whenever.
No, I'm gonna do you a favor. We'll do you a favor. You must search yourself.
Oh
You must
shit!
find
I'm
your
a
Lord,
Jedi
dude.
now. You know
Just
what?
look at my
I'm a
channel,
Jedi.
look up the shorts, and you'll see.
I said I'm going to the Siths. They'll tell me right now. Send me a link.
Whichever one you like, man. There's a couple of them, but the one Pops has in hand is good. That,
That
I mean,
motherfucker's
the transformation
so
of all
big, fucking
the
badass.
yeah,
Look
all
how
the
I need a Unicron too, but I don't want the I don't want the Hasbro hat. The I don't want that one. I want the other one that people had before, but it's smaller.
yeah,
it looks better.
It's on sale for like $328 on
the original,
on
the original
Source.
Predaking?
What's the name of the company?
Studio Cell.
Oh, you're talking about?
Studio Sale. That's right, and that's on
Oh,
what? Was it on 5K Toys?
No, TF Source. Look at TF Source. They've got a weekly sale right now. You can get him or the darker version or Primus for under fucking
That's a pretty good deal, right?
320, under 327, 328. Oh, because they're like
Have you
400.
got it on Primus yet? M3?
I don't have the Primus. I have no Primus at all.
Me neither.
I have Armada. Oh, go ahead. Sorry, Prop. Go ahead.
No, I thought about it, but
Yeah, I thought about it too. It looked really good. But I wanted the darker studio cell. He looks damn good. But I'm
I'm
like,
just thinking, fucking, if I buy it, dude, all of a sudden, fucking HasLab's gonna make one. I'll be like, fuck. buy
Hey guys,
both.
I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna get something to drink. I'll be right back.
all right,
Bye, Obi-Wan Kenobi.
let's see that ass on the way out. Yeah.
Well, hello there.
No, yeah.
Fucking. Hey, remember that time when Bruce was leaving? I don't know if you guys were there. Bruce was leaving. I was like, hey, Bruce, let's see that ass on the way out.
And he looked back at you and said, "Shut up, Bo."
Yeah. That fucking guy.
I made that part up. Maybe. I don't know.
He's like, fuck you, M3, man. Oh, man.
And he probably was grinning ear to ear too, laughing about it.
Oh,
I like Kaz
sure.
and Bruce. I've been to Joe Fest twice and hung out and like went by and hung out with Kaz and Bruce and went and shot pool with Kaz and New Soundwave and Susan.
That's cool.
It was fun, man. Kaz
Yeah.
took this little joint in Augusta that was like if you looked at it from the outside, you'd be like, "I'm not going in there." But I knew what it was when a local says, "Hey, this is the place to go get a burger." You know, it's the place to go. I don't care what it looks like on the outside. That's the place to go get a burger, right? Because the local person told you that. We went in there, we got a burger, a cheeseburger, played pool. I had a beer. They had a couple of beers. Man, it was money, dude. We hung out for about 2 hours, shot pool. I had a good time.
Nice.
Hey, burger sounds good right now, Pops. I'm telling you what, man.
Hey, there's a little fucking hole in the wall over here called Lula's, dude. Fucking shit's bomb.
Hella bomb.
Bomb as hell. It's like a little shack. in the middle of
Yeah.
fucking nowhere. In the back, like in the back country part.
I mean, this was a place that you didn't even think would serve a burger. You walked in, there was 3 or 4 pool tables that had like a bar that had neon lights in it and shit. They had bar stools lined up against the bar, like 18 of them that bellied up to the bar. And it just was, and you're like, oh, you got burgers? Hell yeah, we got burgers. Let me get one. You're like, this is one of the fucking best burgers I've ever had.
That's great.
That type of shit, you know?
Hell yeah.
Hmm.
Hell yeah, dude. No, that's a really good experience that you had, man. Were you there when Jerem got bit by the snake?
No, that was the year before. I went 2 years after that.
Okay. That year, Destro's Dungeon was there. Cobra Mary was there.
I know I was supposed to go, but I don't even know. Something fucking happened. I couldn't get out there, dude.
Yeah. That was a good time. That was cool. Man, I wish I would have went that time. Was pre-COVID and shit, man.
I didn't know Ed and Digital was going this year.
Yeah.
I'd have probably went and hung out with them.
Hey, go ahead, Pops.
Yeah. What made you not buy this, dude?
Oh, I bought it.
Did you?
I went through one of those things, and he happened to be in my. I'm gonna cancel all my pre-orders. You know, it happens, and I regret it. And then I totally forgot about him though until you showed him up, and that's really really dope, dude.
Did you go
I
back
was
for
like
it?
a
Or
good
no?
Megatron. What is that?
It's a fucking Roboson.
Oh shit! Is that so?
Yeah.
Does he hold the tank formation even if he's not turned on or no?
Look at that. It's not even on powered on right now.
All right, because the prime does not.
Hold on. Yeah, no, the Prime's flimsy when it's not holding.
Okay, so the Megatron's not okay. What about the Grimlock?
Oh, that one. I don't know. I didn't buy that one because it was too small.
Dude,
Oh, is
Grimlock-
he? Okay.
$1,500 fucking dollars. That motherfucker better
Yeah,
be-
he was like $500 or $600 more than the
Yeah, he was
prime, right?
1,600. He was 1,600, dude.
That's crazy. Pops, that fucking Megatron looks good though.
I'm trying,
Hey,
Where'd you go, Pops?
Hey, and
trying to kill the fucking background.
it shoots and shit.
Oh, you have to go to settings and then go to virtual and hit done. Virtual and hit none,
Okay.
and then it will kill it so you can show it.
Oh,
Make
no,
sure
no,
nobody's
no, no.
naked behind you.
Okay.
There you go.
Oh shit, my nibbles. Look at that.
Oh, I like the
that's
purple
nice.
on it. It looks nice.
Shit, you watch when it fires up. Watch. Let me see.
I'm Megatron. I don't know if he says it or not, but he should. Yeah, sweet. Oh hell, he did, didn't he?
The barrel will
That's
come out
nice.
all crazy. But it holds. It holds. Mhm. It's tight.
What's
The
that
light.
run? How much that cost?
Like $800 or some shit, $700.
Are you serious? Damn.
What? I know Optimus Prime was what, 600.
Yeah.
What was it? And I know Grimlock was a bunch. He was like 14 or 1500.
Yeah,
What was the Megatron?
It's about 900.
900.
Huge,
Okay.
Pops. Huge.
Yeah. That shit's tight.
But that, hey Ed, that damn thing transforms into Megatron and like fights Optimus Prime and shit. It transforms on its own. Did you know that?
Can he show him the transform? Will it,
Yeah, he doesn't. He's never seen it, Pops.
I've
Show
never
him.
seen it, but I mean,
He has no clue. If you don't mind,
I've
Yeah,
seen the Optimus. I've seen an Optimus Prime one, but I didn't think it was that
Okay.
big. I thought it was a smaller one.
Let me
But
see if I can clear some space.
oh hell yeah, you have to. He's in a fucking box, Pops.
Hey, Megatron.
Like not Megatron.
Megatron is like an inch and a half taller than Prime. Maybe an inch.
He is too big. Why is that? Because Megatron.
oh, sorry.
Oh,
I'll
hot
tell you.
tour, baby. Hot tour.
You got spit on that thing.
Ed.
That's what that was about. Yeah, I was late to that. I didn't know what. That
Ed,
meant.
why do you look like a Papa Smurf Obi-Wan Kenobi mix?
Because that's what the Smurfs
That's
like.
what the gray beard is. It's the Obi-Wan Kenobi look.
I'm sick of this.
And you're a huge
Yeah.
Star Wars fan too.
Yeah,
So what's your favorite Star Wars movie?
Empire.
Empire. Okay, that's a lot of people. So 'cause
Why
is that? Why is that?
Perfect.
Did you see it in
Perfect.
theaters? Did you see it in theaters?
It might have been the first film I saw in theater, or was old enough to go to theater with my friends or whatever.
Okay, I think that has a lot to do with it because you're older than me. You're like what 3 years older than me, maybe.
I'll be 55 in April.
Oh, you're 6 years older than me.
I'm
Okay,
old.
you old. So yeah, you probably saw that in theaters. I was too young. My first film
I feel like
that
my
I
first
can
one was-
remember was Return of the Jedi, and then I
See, the
remember
thing is-
I remember Rocky 4.
Yeah, the first one I saw. Actually, the first one I saw, it wasn't Empire. Was it Empire?
Because I love my favorite of all time is Return of the Jedi. I saw it in theaters. When I walked out of there, I wanted to be Luke Skywalker. I wanted to be a fucking Jedi with a lightsaber.
yeah.
I didn't care if it was green or blue. I don't care. I wanted that.
But you
The,
must care.
But then I turned
Yeah,
into
and
a
Luke
Sith.
showing up in black I thought
Yeah, it
was
was
a nice touch back then.
money. When he fucked up Jabba the Hutt and them in there, it was great, dude.
He was so confident, and it was so great. when
Yes,
Mark
because
Hamill did that.
he's never been like that, right? In Empire, he
Right.
wasn't like that.
Hey,
But as soon as you see him in Return of the Jedi, he's like, "Yeah, I'm a Jedi."
hey,
Yeah.
but he had to get dirty with the Rancor. He had to get dirty. He couldn't. His powers weren't of the best at just yet. He was like,
Yeah, because if you think about Kylo Ren and Rey when they were fighting, dueling, pulling that ship down, they could have grabbed that Rancor and just took care of him.
yeah, like squashed his head, squish.
Yeah, and Luke Skywalker was not there, but that was pre sequels, so shit was a little bit different.
yeah, absolutely.
Well, I remember the Empire Strikes Back. I had one of those. Burger King had the different glasses. One was R2D2, one was Vader, and
yeah, they were
Boba
great.
Fett.
Yeah,
And I
they
had
were
one of
all
them.
great.
And then I think I dropped it and broke it. I was heartbroken. But
Oh.
I know K-Man had a couple of them.
You know, if you think about what Luke Skywalker did against the Rancor, when he took that big like rock and threw it across and hit the gate and fell on him, that right there, you could have done. It
Well,
you might have
thing
done
was-
it like 10 times, but you could get it once out of 10. You're like, yeah, I'm a Jedi. Like he
But-
did that shit. Like,
But the thing about it is,
Pops.
oh,
he
Pop left,
also
but
had
he accidentally left.
he also had remorse about it. He didn't take joy in it, which I like to see that because he was the good guy. He wouldn't really want to take up
Until
the Jedi. He wanted to take it
Mandalorian.
off.
Until
Yeah.
Mandalorian. When he came in on
Yeah.
Mandalorian, he was taking pride and joy in crushing those guys.
There we go.
I like that. I
My
like
bad,
that
my
Luke
bad.
Skywalker.
Oh, it's time for this.
Oh, here he is. Watch it. Here he goes. Let's see it pop.
Sweet.
That's coming from that Megatron.
Yeah, I'll try to man the fucking. Let me see.
He's doing it from his iPad. Watch.
Uh-oh,
Yeah, like he's gonna.
I had the
So
fucking-
that's how you stop him with a tablecloth.
Yeah.
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 Don't do that shit on the tablecloth. I tell you
He's
that.
tall, dude.
Yeah, look at him. He's like, I'm Megatron.
That is badass. I'll
Hell
send you
yeah.
my address so you can send that.
I have it on one of my videos. Dude. You can check it out.
Okay.
That's so money.
It's a short. It's a short. Something short and sweet.
Am I subbed to your channel? I don't.
I'm
What's your
not
channel?
sure, boss.
Well, I need to be.
Did he come charged or did you have to charge him?
No, he's charged. Remember, we didn't know how to turn ours on.
No.
Hey, pops, drop a link and I'll sub to you. And if you're not subbed to mine, you could actually be my 75th.
No, actually, I think I am already.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm already subbed too.
Okay, I'm 74. I
I
need
thought
more
it was-
people.
Oh, 74. I'm gonna unsubscribe right now.
Bastard. I'll send profit
I'm
after
gonna
you.
like the
You
video.
work
That
in
I'm
the
the second
caves.
person to watch it or like it.
Dear.
Dude, that picture is ridiculous. I love it.
God, that's so gay looking.
Oh, look at it. He just wanted to be in a salad.
You know what? And the cucumber is so like traumatized. He's like, oh my, what? Oh my
Yeah.
gosh. Oh, he's finally, when he looks up and he sees that above his head, he understands at that moment in time where he really is.
He can smell it.
And where his life went wrong.
He can smell it.
He's like,
Dude.
yeah, everything flashes before him. He's like,
Yeah.
I'm here.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, but then he looks at the broad and she's like hella hot, so he's like, "Fuck it."
Oh, it's a girl.
Yeah. Oh yeah. What were you thinking? Ew. Not fuck around. I was thinking, yeah, and that's an ass, but look at that.
I wasn't giving it a gender. I just thought it was a butt. I wasn't giving it a gender.
That's great.
But that is funny though.
If you need the gender, I might not have it on there.
Bo's like, "Hey, everybody."
He's
Shut
like,
up,
I
Bo.
don't care. Bo's like, I don't care about the gender either. He's like, everybody needs to. I'm like, Bo, simmer down.
Really soothes the mind.
No, let's stop talking about that. We're on Ed's shit right now. Do not bring Bo into this.
For the record, we're on Ed's shit right now.
Ed,
It's not a place to be.
Ed, Homeworld. No, I was
Ed
talking to Ed about Star Wars. Like he's a Star Wars guy. I want to know more about his Star Wars fandom. I love Star Wars too.
Star Wars or Star Trek?
So his favorite Star Wars movie is Empire because
Empire.
he saw that in the theaters.
And I'll be honest with you, I probably watched Revenge of the Sith more than I watch anything else. I mean, other than it's definitely my favorite of the.
Why
Yeah,
did
it's
you?
a pivotal
I
film.
like the prequels. I think the prequels are great. I never disliked them.
I never disliked them, but certainly Disney made us appreciate them even more. God knows.
It depends on what you're going against. Like I'm not trying to say,
Yeah.
look at the prequels, look at the originals. Which one do I like best?
They were
No,
still
it's not
George
like that.
Lucas's vision. They still had that
Yeah,
cohesion.
they were
It's kinda like-
different.
It's like Terminator 3 was still James Cameron, even though
People talk about the green screens and all that bullshit about how it looks. That's what was going on at that time period.
that was cutting edge.
That's what was happening at that point. You had to, if you were going to do the movie, you had to do it like that because that's what was going on.
Right.
So you have to take it for that. And I think people are understanding that more now than they did then. But
Right.
back then, I understood that. I accepted it for what it was, and I loved the fact that I was seeing Jedis. And I love the fact that I was seeing Jedis do shit that I wish I saw Jedis do in the first 3 movies.
And there was no way that like Lucas
Lucas
could do that. Yeah, that's like
Yeah,
with
yeah.
Luke Skywalker not being so badass, because they really couldn't do much more than that. The
Right.
stuff he did on fighting on Prophet's back. Yay, Mouse Man.
Hey,
Yeah, sorry about that, man. I was basically transferring all the images into the movie poster slots, and since my battery's dying on my mouse, you know how they double click like when they're dying. Every time I would go to shut the picture down, it would shut the damn internet off on me. It's like
Oh,
fucking
shit.
bastard.
Damn. Hey,
But
y'all
I
need to
have
stop-
my final. I have my final top 10 for '84 ready here.
Okay.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Let's see it.
So this is my top 10:
Okay.
Nightmare on Elm Street,
Okay.
Beverly Hills Cop, Footloose, Ghostbusters, Gremlins, Temple of Doom, Romancing the Stone, The Last Starfighter, The Natural, and Terminator.
Okay, Footloose.
All
I
of
would
the
change with Neverending Story. Neverending Story has to be there before Footloose for me. Everything else, if I could think about it, I might be change some other ones too. But that's good.
Prophet, would you say based off your list, should there be at least 4 S movies based off your list?
Based off my list?
Yeah, and I'm just saying because I looked at your list. I think there is 4 movies that I think would hit the S tier based off
Yeah,
your
I
list.
mean, I think Ghostbusters is definitely getting everyone's vote.
There you go.
I think Temple of Indiana Jones
There you go.
Definitely.
is definitely getting in there. I think Terminator is definitely getting in there.
There you go.
I think Gremlins is probably getting in there.
There's your 4.
I think Nightmare on Elm Street has a damn good chance of that.
does. I agree. He does.
And Beverly Hills Cop as well.
Yeah, I agree because it might be more than 4. It might be 5. That if that happens, that will probably be best year.
I'm with
for
you,
S
Prophet.
tier.
I wish that Last Starfighter made it, but
Starfighter is dope as fuck.
It is dope, man. I
I
like
mean,
it a lot.
I picked
Revenge
Starfighter.
Jeff Bridges was
So
great.
that's
Yeah, that shit
There's
was
Wasn't
too
it
many-
Jeff Bridges?
people.
yeah,
That's two people who picked it.
yeah, I did. Yeah,
Romancing the Stone too. That's a great one, man. I think it's better than the first one. I think one of you guys said that earlier, and I agree.
yeah.
Man.
What was it? Jewel and I was the second one. That was the first one, right? Manson the Stone.
Yeah,
Wasn't it?
Romancing the Stone is the first one. The good
Oh,
one.
it is the first one.
Because the Jewel and I came out in '87. I think.
Okay, I like that one too.
Yeah, that was fun.
Which one had Danny DeVito?
I think it's
Both
the
of them.
'87.
Both of them. Ah, Prophet.
Oh,
Good job,
wow.
Prophet.
Yeah, now Danny DeVito's brother was not in the second one.
Prophet was always like both.
I know y'all know it was a good movie that had all three of them, and it was War of the Roses. Man, I love that. That's a dark film. You remember War of the
Yeah,
Roses?
but we gotta wait till we get to the 90s for that one.
Was that 89 or 90? It was in the 90s.
I think it was 90. I could be wrong.
Hey, that's-
Maybe 89.
Bette Midler, Danny DeVito, and
No, that's Ruthless People.
That's Ruthless People. It was Kathleen Turner, Michael Douglas were married, and they were like bitterly angry, dysfunctional, and
Yeah,
their lawyer.
such a horrible divorce that it ends in their deaths.
Oh
Yeah, and Danny DeVito.
I have
was
to
like
say
their
I've never
lawyer-
watched the movie.
their lawyer
to.
friend, and he was kind of
Yeah,
stuck in
War of
the
the
middle.
Roses is a masterpiece.
It is.
huh. Who's the shrink in War of the Roses?
No shrink.
No, he was Danny DeVito was like their
Danny
lawyer.
DeVito is their divorce lawyer.
Divorce
Okay,
lawyer,
okay.
yeah. And he was like friends to both of them, and he's kind of telling the story at first. I think, kind of narrating it a little bit.
Okay.
How crazy is Danny DeVito was in everything back then for like a 5-year period.
Twins, everything.
man. Everything. Right after Taxi, bam,
Yeah.
he was in it.
That's true. But
Well,
he
his
won.
first movie was in 73. It was One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Ooh, you're right, man. I've only watched that movie maybe complete once, maybe like 3-4. I need to rewatch that and really
Hey.
watch it.
I like him in
Incidentally, it was also Christopher Lloyd's first movie.
That's great.
And Christopher Lloyd was in Taxi, wasn't he?
He was.
the big Indian fella.
What's the movie that Jack was in where he was a pianist and he was a crazy pianist player that played the piano and he was on the freeway in the back. He jumped out of his car and jumped on the back of a truck and played the piano and he would do it at his like relatives get togethers and he'd play it fucking crazy. But he was insane. His family was too.
I don't know.
Prophet,
No
you
idea,
should do
man.
that. Let me Google it.
Yeah, I like Danny DeVito and
I'm trying to
Matilda,
think.
where he's like,
You guys have never seen that movie. You want to think about One That Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. He's crazier in this fucking movie when he's playing the piano.
Nicholson.
Yes.
Well, the whole point of One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest is he was not crazy.
Well, I know he was pretending to be
He had
crazy.
gone
in
into the
there.
mental hospital to try
I
and
know.
avoid prison time and wound up
Yeah.
getting lobotomized.
but also having a really good time with everybody and the fucking it was good. I've only
I
seen
don't
it
know,
like
getting smothered with a pillow, like because you got lobotomized,
No.
doesn't seem like a good time to me.
Could you hang out in a fucking insane asylum?
I'm doing that right now.
I think you could run for Congress, sure.
I'm Tim Waltz, and I endorse this message.
No, I'm going to fact
Okay,
check
the
you. No, you
name
didn't.
of the movie, Prophet, please watch this. It's called 5 Easy Pieces. It's a 1970 film.
Oh,
I've
I've seen
never
5
heard
Easy
that.
Pieces.
I mean,
He had 5 easy pieces.
I think that's probably one of my favorite movies I've ever watched him perform, man. I thought he was brilliant in that movie.
They use that film as a training video for TGI Fridays waitstaff.
You serious?
Yeah, because of the toast scene.
Have you never watched it, man?
Where
It's brilliant.
Nicholson's like, he's like, you have all the ingredients, but you won't make it for me. And the way
That
he's
makes-
like, sorry, sir, that's not how it comes.
That makes me think of Falling Down with Michael Douglas when he wanted the burger.
That is a masterpiece.
That is a
movie
freaking
is
masterpiece.
Fucking incredible.
Great movie.
So ahead of its time.
What is
So
it?
ahead.
What movie?
Falling down
Down.
with Michael Douglas. He's just trying to get to his daughter's birthday party. And it's like every freaking thing. He gets stuck on the freeway. He gets in gang warfare. It just gives every crazy thing.
You know what? And we all understand that because that happens to us every once in a while.
That's
You're
what
like,
I'm saying.
today's that day. We all recognize it too. Now we've done it so many times, like midday or like today's that day, and this fucking happens.
They had to get on the TV up here and tell people that when the traffic lights are gone, some of them are gone and some are still up there, but they're not working. And the people are blowing through the things just, left and right, causing accidents and shit. And they had to get on TV and tell people you treat it as a 4-way stop. And it's kind of like made me think of Falling Down because with everything, Armageddon that we're in now, the final days, whatever you want to call it, it's like society is breaking down. It didn't take long to break down. You just take the necessities from people like electricity, water, and then you add heat, and it's just like falling down. It really is.
2,000 years it took to fall. And if I'm
Yeah.
50 years into 100 years, that's nothing. My life is hella short. 100 years is even shorter. I mean, you know what I mean?
I know, and I feel like I could live for like 150
Times
years.
2,000. Yeah, that's only 200 of me's that went by.
Yeah,
200
it's
years.
I think of it as like I'll be 55 in April, and I'm like, I don't feel like I'm 55.
You're a pawpaw.
2,000
I
years.
could be, but that's the thing. It's just weird though because I don't feel like I'm that old.
Yeah, me either, bro.
But the
I
body's
know
starting
not
to feel
55,
that
I
way.
think that statement is nonsense. How many times have you been that old?
Never.
Once in a lifetime.
Right?
And
And
I'll-
when you
I'll
get
never
that
be-
old, you'll feel the way you feel, which will be that age.
Right.
Yeah,
I'll
but
never
I
be
feel
this-
25.
I'll
30
never be this
tops.
old, but I'll never be this young ever again.
Say it again. You have to say that infinitely. Every single second of the day.
Wow.
Yeah.
It consumes you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It puts you in a mental hospital strapped in a straitjacket for 4
Just count.
walls.
And counting.
And you're
counting.
like-
you don't know.
Like, what is he in there saying? He say this weird sentence about him living forever.
You'll be lobotomized and then smothered by a massive Indian.
Hey, it makes me
Yeah.
think of the was it the Batman comic where all of that was in Batman with Bruce Wayne's head, and like the Joker was like his doctor or something, and he was the one that was mentally ill the whole time. What?
So there was an
comic was that?
episode of
That
Batman
was,
the animated series that
was
played
it
out
that?
that way.
Okay,
That was Leonardo DiCaprio when he was on the island.
that was a great
Shutter
film.
Island.
Yeah, Shutter Island. That was fucking awesome,
Was it-
dude.
No,
Wasn't
I
it-
know the episode you're talking about.
Yeah,
It was actually a very good episode.
Ooh,
Yeah.
let's watch it.
But it was the
Oh,
Mad
well.
Hatter that was fucking with him, not the Joker.
that's it. Okay. Gosh,
The
Have
Mad
y'all-
Hatter.
Yeah, he's one of Batman's. I liked, who I really liked was the guy what was the guy with the
Alice?
clocks that had the watch, the pocket watch? He was like consumed with time or something.
Oh.
Flavor
Batman-
Flav.
Yeah, boy.
No, not Flavor Flav. I was making fun of
Voodoo
Bruce.
Brown.
Bruce had the other night they were outside, so they had the generator going. So that's how they're streaming. And he didn't have his shirt on, and he had this big like gold medallion. I was like, "This Flavor Flav,
Huh.
Flavor
Flavor Flav." But yeah, the gosh, what was the? I can't think of what it was.
Well, that happens, Ed.
It's happening.
At your age. At your age, it happens at 55.
It did.
Feel your age now, don't you?
I do. And for
Well,
1999, you can
was
feel my
the
age
same thing
too.
that it still is and always will be. A
It's
two-letter word spelled IT.
Profit. It's in the last of your name.
It's in the name. It's
His
right
first
there in
name
the
is Prof. His first name is Prof. His last name is It.
Prof. It.
Prof.
Right,
He's
I have a cousin in the
Professor.
Addams family.
He's Professor It. There you go. You beat me to it.
Professor It. That's nice. That's
The
nice.
Addams family. Bum, 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 bum.
There you
Cousin It. That's Cousin It.
You know, I
Isn't
didn't
it?
think those Barry Sonnenfeld movies would ever get topped. But man, that Wednesday show on Netflix was so good.
I never
Is it
watched the
good?
Wednesday.
Okay, I need to watch. I haven't watched it. Yeah,
Hey, did
Yeah,
any of
it's
y'all?
incredible, man. Wednesdays starring Jenna
I've heard good
Ortega, like,
things.
it's
Yeah.
fantastic, man.
Yeah.
So, did y'all hear Megalopolis bombed like incredibly bad? He spent
Yeah, I
like
had
100.
no interest in that. Just from
I
the
had no
trailers
interest in it
alone, I
either.
was like, this looks boring as fuck.
What is
And-
that? What's Megalopolis?
It's
Adam
his,
Driver
good.
trying to make a utopian city and
but
failing.
Scorsese spent 120 million. It's like a project he wanted to do his whole life, and he spent 120 million of his own money, put up his winery against the movie, you know, as collateral. And the studios wouldn't put it out, and they wouldn't even pay for promoting it. And so he paid for all of it, and so he's taking $120 million loss because it only came out and made $4 million opening weekend. It's like
Oh,
probably the
fuck.
biggest bomb in movie history.
No way.
Yeah,
Right?
I
It's
mean-
gonna be like the movie SOB, but in real life.
it's another Ishtar, isn't
It's
it?
gonna be like that TV show with them Jersey boys going to California and that guy bombs. Remember what's the name of that TV show? God, I loved
Jersey
it.
Shore.
Jersey
No.
Shore? No.
No,
Well,
So
it's
the
like
guys-
the exact plot of
Was it
SOB, if you think about
Entourage?
it, right?
Was it
Entourage.
I used to
Entourage.
oh man,
yeah.
what was the their
God,
agent?
Entourage was so
I
good.
love I love their agent guy.
Oh, yeah,
Ar-
Jeremy
Ar-
Piven.
Ar-
Jeremy
yeah.
Piven.
What was he? Arlo or something?
Yeah, it was Art. Yeah, Jeremy Piven. All that
Yeah.
shit. When he goes in there with the water gun and shoots everybody with that shit's funny.
He was so funny. The character was so just
God, he
crazy,
was
man.
money, dude. He was so money. That's
I
if you want
love
to talk
that.
about characters, that's one of the best ones in my lifetime. I watched. Like he was
I
amazing at
watched
what he
every
did.
episode of that.
Me too, man. Jeremy Piven
Remember
was great.
the star there, Vinny Chase.
Yeah,
he was
Vinny
in
Chase.
Aquaman, directed by James Cameron.
That's
you know,
what.
not a-
Yeah. And but one of his movies flopped, and he was like,
yeah.
the director lost all of his money and shit. It was like perfect
It was
Hollywood.
crazy.
All of his buddies and his brother was living off of him.
Yeah, his brother always had the tennis shoes and the cool stuff.
His brother would make some money, but he was never big. It was what's his name's brother, Matt Dillon's brother.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, he was kind of the doofus of the group.
Yeah, what's his
And
name?
you had
Matt
the
Dillon's
shorter
brother.
dude.
We don't even know his name. It's Matt Dillon's brother, whatever his name is.
Oh yeah, something Dylan.
Was it
Dylan.
Jason Dillon?
Yep, he's got it.
I don't know.
Hey, I'll ask Siri. Hey Siri, who's Matt Dillon's brother? Kevin Dillon.
Kevin Dillon.
Yeah, he's in the Blob.
Yeah.
That's the only movie I can think of him having been in. He was the main character in the Blob.
Was he not in
remake.
that Starship shit? What was it called?
Troopers?
Troopers. He was in that shit too, right?
I don't know.
I have no idea.
I don't know.
I mean, I like Star Troopers, but
Yeah, it was good.
I don't remember seeing Kevin Dillon in it.
I could be wrong. Let's see. Kevin Dillon.
I don't think I ever watched the credits for that.
International movie. Kevin Bacon is what came up. Nope. That's not
No.
Kevin Dillon.
It's not Kevin Bacon. Yeah.
Oh, I know. Kevin Dillon. But the first Kevin that
Yeah.
pops up is Kevin Bacon.
Right. Probably the most popular.
Kevin Dillon movies and TV shows. Entourage, The Blob, Platoon. He was in Platoon? I didn't know he was in Platoon in 86. Did you know that?
Wow. No, I don't
That's
remember. him from
crazy.
that.
Hot Seat, Buddy Games, Mobland. Yeah, he was in some stupid shit. A Day to
Yeah.
Die, Wire Room.
Hey,
True
making like
Crime.
$8,000 a movie.
Oh, he was in The Doors. That's a good one with Val Kilmer, 1991.
yeah.
That's a great movie. Let's see anything else we would know. That would be good that we know. That's about it. He was in a lot of shit though. Like he's been in like 100 movies, but they're all like not the best. Like Vampires, Out for Blood, Remote Control, Compulsion.
Remote Control was with the. Oh, that wasn't the little soldiers, the miniature soldiers. No,
The Foursome, the
Yeah,
Pathfinder.
something
Oh, he was in Delta Force with Chuck Norris.
that's Chuck Norris. Yeah.
Chucky boy.
So
Yeah,
sounds like
that's
they patterned their characters on their real life.
No Big Deal. Yeah, he's been in a lot of shit, dude, but nothing major. Entourage is probably one of the major things he's been.
It was no
in.
big deal. Huh.
That Mobland was in. That had.
Was that Stallone? No,
No, it had.
because he did one that was like.
What's his name? John Travolta.
Oh,
A Day to Die. I think he was one of the main actors in that.
do not know.
On the Line, it had Mel Gibson in it. He played in that movie with Mel Gibson. That's pretty cool. I never played in a Mel Gibson movie.
Nope. Mel Gibson's awesome.
I like Mel Gibson.
I do too.
I always
He's a
liked him.
great director as well.
He's a great director. That movie that he did about the
Apocalypto.
it was beautiful.
It was. I mean,
And so many people want to try to pick it apart and be like, it's not accurate and about. I don't care about it. It was beautiful. It wasn't a documentary
right.
or a biography. It was just a movie that I watched that he directed and put a spin on what happened. Like I enjoyed it. It was a beautiful
And
piece of movie.
To this day, I can only watch it. I've only watched it a couple times, but Passion of the Christ was an incredibly moving film. Yeah.
Yeah, that's one of those movies, dude. Like,
Yeah, it's like hard to watch. Everybody needs to see it, but it's hard to watch.
it's hard to watch.
I want to see him do the sequel to it because I mean, like
I honestly don't know what you're talking about. I thought it was hilarious.
the Passion of the Christ. You thought was hilarious.
Yeah, it's a funny ass movie.
Jesus.
Mm.
I don't know about all that.
We know you're joking, or we hope you are.
Hope you're joking.
No, I put it up there with the top comedies like The Exorcist.
No, you
Come on,
don't.
The Exorcist is hilarious.
Not if you're possessed.
Pea soup, like all up in his mouth.
Just to let Ed know and the internet that Prophet has recently converted and understands what the truth is with that now. He came out about 2 months ago and told everybody. But nobody really paid attention to it, but I did, Prophet. Good job.
Now everyone thinks I'm gay, man. Why don't you make it vaguer? What the hell's wrong with you?
Not that he's a homosexual, internet. It's
This
that
is a safe space
he's
for all of
accepted
you.
Jesus Christ and understands what's real about Jesus and God and knows what's up.
Good for
Right,
you.
Prophet? Correct me if
To an
I'm wrong.
extent.
To an extent. And beforehand, he was completely against it. So now he's understanding it more.
Ed, don't I look like
accepting it more.
like
That's an awesome, Prophet. Hey, thank you, man. That's great. It's awesome. Really, I mean it, Ed. Ed, you should
No,
be
I'm
saying
looking
that
at
too.
M3's picture.
bro.
I'm sorry, I was looking at M3's picture.
Make me big. Make me big.
You can't make that big.
Come on, make me big, Ed.
It's already big, bro.
Make me
already
bigger.
I don't think you can make that work.
Honestly, man, what is wrong with you?
Could you imagine that from behind? It'd be a lot bigger. It already looked like Homer Simpson.
Don't. I'm from fucking Pops.
I mean, it looks like it's gonna talk, man. If you turn
Yeah,
that
that's like Homer
sideways,
Simpson.
I'm going fishing, bro.
Talking
I'm casting a fucking nice hook.
I think it's got a sore throat.
That thing's biting. That thing's biting my hook, man. Chomp chomp. Oh man, but
Fucking Pac-Man right here.
the girl is gorgeous though. I have to. What did they do?
I'm not gonna lie. It looks like a finger and the pointer in the middle.
All right, stop looking at my fucking pussy, you guys, assholes.
Looks like it's gonna eat some.
Y'all
fat
stop
cow.
objectifying him.
God, you weirdo! Get out of here.
I can't do
There
that.
you go. That's
No,
better,
I
James
can't.
Bond.
Your mind's in a dirty place.
Prophet hates this one. Look at her
Yeah,
forearm.
he should. It's like, yeah, go ahead, Prophet.
Dude,
Tell him.
why? Why would you want a
Exactly. I'm
10-year-old
gotta leave.
face on an adult body?
This is
Oh,
stupid. Oh shit.
the hell?
Why is that one giving herself a breast exam?
Lord.
The
The stream has gotten out of control.
She's like, well, the doctor told me I need to do this every 3 months.
Well, what does Merman think of it?
He's like, what?
He's like, what?
It's absolutely amazing.
I haven't seen that in the 7 Seas.
What was she doing?
Merman's butthole eyes have hemorrhoids.
They do.
And they're orange.
Oh, shit.
You got some of that Augusta water untreated.
Oh man.
Oh, Lord.
Lord have mercy.
Arr, matey.
Arr. Arr.
Hey, look. That's when I'm looking through my telescope. I see M3 on the other side of it.
Here. You see this? There you go.
Oh, yeah. What is that thing? Is that an eggplant giving me the fingers?
It's like double duty.
Stop fingering me, eggplant. It's weird.
Hey, gentlemen, I'm out. I'll talk to you guys.
Are you really? Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got fucking, what is it tomorrow? Wednesday?
It is 11 o'clock
What
in
the heck,
California.
bro?
It's 11 o'clock in
2 o'clock
California.
here. Welcome to Wednesday. It's 2:07 a.m. my time.
I'll talk to you guys soon. Thank you. Thanks, Ed.
All right, thanks for
Bye,
showing up.
Henry.
Pops.
Yeah.
Later, bro.
Prophet.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't have much left in me either.
Yeah, I think I'm about done too. Thank you, Ed. It was
Listen,
great, dude.
Thank you all for being here.
Had a really good
Thank
time.
y'all.
Thank
See you
you.
later, man. Take it easy.
All right.
Bye, Prophet.
Thanks,
Take
Pop.
care. I'll see you guys tomorrow or the next day.
Have a good
Bye,
one,
Pop.
guys.
See you guys.
Later, Ed.
All
Bye,
right, I'm
everybody.
sure it'll be soon.
Let me end the stream real quick.